squealing.
What the fuck did you do?
Yeah, we're like, what the fuck's going on? When things stepped up as well. I'm like, how the fuck did this happen? The whole fucking thing broke and I fell back. And I'm like, ow! Not just...
Oh.
Hello. Hello. And what's up, Beardies and Beardettes?
I got my TNT.
He got a TNT mug. Well, with that explosive intro out of the way. What's up, Beardies and Beardettes? You're listening to another fine episode of the Beardy Bros podcast. With, as always, Dale and Jim. Hey, how are you, man?
Yeah, doing bloody awesome, man. What's cracking?
Not much, not much. We're sitting here, we're chilling. I got the thing still stuck on my head.
Yeah, I just realised.
Stuck on my head.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, it just...
What's on there? Oh, you lost it.
I lost it. Like,
Not the only thing you've lost.
There's nothing there.
It just sticks. He has a magnetic plate in his head. That's what that is. How'd you miss?
Oh.
You flicked yourself.
I missed it. Wow, bang bang.
Udu
yes.
bang bang. Udu bang bang.
Udu bang. So it's
That's
another
a song.
week.
Udu bang bang.
Udu bang bang. Who do the bang bang? You do the bang bang.
Udu the bang bang bitch.
Bang bang. What an interesting start to the episode.
It always is.
You know, there's always something. There's always something. We wouldn't be the Beardy Bros podcast without something strange going on at the start of every. Well, actually, start and end of every episode. With that, thanks for another week of the Beardy Bros podcast. See you later, guys. Bye bye. Over with the shortest episode of the podcast ever for 4 minutes. Not even 4 minutes long. It'll be like 2 minutes.
Wait, you can do a 5-minute one if you want.
Oh god. I reckon we could do this pretty quick. I know it'd be a short episode. I think there's not much really to go.
An hour, maybe.
We'll try and keep it short.
We say that.
I know. We'll try and keep it short this week. We won't ramble on.
3 hours again.
Carry on with things and dove deep into stuff like we normally do. So.
Oh, we can't. We did it last week.
I know. That was 3 hours long, wasn't it? Like, oh my god.
Oh, because of Spider-Man and Wolverine, and
we got into
that.
We're
gonna do it again. You're gonna stop.
Oh, so we'll start on attraction. We'll start going through some of the stuff. I don't know if you saw it. I did mention it before we started, in case you've seen it. But
what's that?
Razer are announcing some finger gloves. They're going to release some finger gloves for your gaming needs, for your touchscreen gaming.
Touchscreen? What?
Yeah, little finger combos.
Oh, the little slide-on parts.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Yeah, so I've seen them. Yeah, so they've announced that.
I was like, why?
Everyone's talking about it at the moment. They're fully pro mobile gaming needs, I guess.
Until you eat some chips with it, and then you're like, oh, they're now filthy.
Come on, why is this chewy? Oh no, it's missing from your finger.
How are you eating chips, Dad?
I don't know. They're finger licking good. You're trying to lick the flavour, and and it comes off with it. Like,
you wouldn't be licking those. What are they made of? Like a weird poly rubbery
something.
Wouldn't be rubber.
But I mean,
because they don't stick to your phone. You slid.
But I mean, if we
get
those plus the masks, I mean, it'd be pretty cool having the Razer mask and then the little Razer finger gloves, and you'd be like, yeah.
You'd be like a fucking Watch Dogs hacker.
You'd be able to do it. Swiping, unlocking everything.
Did Razer think of that? People can use those to like just commit crimes because you leave no fucking fingerprints.
Exactly, there's no fingerprints and then no one can see your face.
No, they can see your face because they can't see your cheeks.
The Razer mask.
Yeah, remember it's see-through.
Yeah.
That's to make people, they can wear them out and, well, for any day use, really.
It still covers up part of your face.
Yeah, only the outlining and where the air filters are at the sides.
So it protrudes.
They can still see your face, like front on. Which people struggle with. I'm like, you don't need to see someone's. Your eyes say what you're doing, like your eyebrows, your eyes. Like if you're like that, you're like, what the fuck? Like, come on, you don't need your mouth to say what the fuck or anything. I mean, the dancing caterpillars. Sorry for your listeners.
I'm just wiggling my eyebrows around doing the dancing caterpillar. Got
Don't
two,
tell them. It's a secret. It's
it's a
going to come
secret.
over to YouTube.
Oh, come over, see the dancing caterpillars.
See the
So
dancing caterpillars.
it was pretty funny. I finally got my replies back after I had a mention say, "Hey, have you listened to the episode yet?" From Juddy and Wookie.
Oh yeah, I was on there like, what the fuck?
I was like,
I mean, Wookie found out for Johnny.
Yeah, he goes, after I mentioned it, he goes, okay, and he went and looked at it, and he's gone, oh, here it is, and he sent through the meme. It's like, how's your mother doing? And it's like, yeah, how's your mummy? And then he goes, no, I don't think I will. I was like, yes! I was like so happy that he finally sent it back. But, oh, it was funny.
He said he listened to it all, but didn't get that.
Well, like, he's that same as Wookie, where they just get to the point where we say goodbye, and then they just they end listening to it. They don't stay for the extra minutes after, even though it's still rolling. There's still durational time there. Once we say bye, they're like, okay, we're done. Next episode. It's like, that's the reason why we keep recording. Like, wouldn't you see the timestamp? They're still like,
they've been in here when we've done it.
I know, they should know that the stuff after the episode. There's like little random.
I may lose my voice as well.
You may lose
just
your
a
voice.
heads up.
Little Easter eggs after the episode.
I was doing the sauce this morning and my voice was almost gone, so.
Doing the sauce?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Doing the sauce and my voice was like, eh.
Oh, something I've been doing actually lately as well is
What's saucing?
No, I've actually tried playing a bit of sauce again. I'm getting into the cryptocurrencies a bit more, and seeing that there's
so many of them.
There's so many of them indeed. It's friggin' ridiculous how many there are. So
Dogecoin's probably the best if you want to know. If one of the heads up people.
It was left there for a while. I don't know if it's still one of the best though now, because the big main hitter is of course Bitcoin. Ethereum is the next one. Ethereum, which I invested a little bit into, which isn't too bad. Ethereum, yeah.
Oh no, it's a long term thing. It's many years away. It's gonna before you do anything.
So no, it's just nice to just put it. And I'm following one that's been like a low ball one at the moment, and it's like only like 18 cents to buy a piece.
What?
Yeah,
that's
so
cheap.
I was like, I'll buy some of that. I'll buy into that, and yeah, so
buy
far
like 100 things for what, $10 or something? No,
well, it's going up slowly, so I'm mostly looking at investing more into it down the track because it's actually going up.
And then just sell them off when it gets to a certain point.
So yeah,
before it goes.
We just invest a small amount and just see it grow and just let it just ride it out. Whatever happens, happens, as long as you're not really big bucks into it. But
like many people, and then they're like, "Oh, I've just lost everything." It's like, well, you did it.
But you just got to be smart and watch it. You got to be smart and understand what goes up, where the thresholds are, and like where the high points are, where the low points are, and if it's going to go any lower than that. So
even then, you don't even know, because it could go higher than what was expected. Could go lower than what it's expected. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean exactly. Like, if you know where you bought it at, if it's at a low point, or if you've looked at the market from previous history and you know where the low point is, if you can see that its prediction is going to go lower than that, then you know you're doing bad off, because if it's going to go lower than what's already been at its lowest point in the past, you know that, okay, yeah, I'm going to have to look at selling to break even, if anything. Then you're not losing out at all.
Yeah, but even then, just don't sell it, just keep it, and then it'll go up again eventually.
Well, there's that as well. Just keep holding on to it because it goes up. And it's just like the stock markets, I've come to notice with a lot of it.
Like, if you give it a 10-year run, just leave it for 10 years. See what happens.
Let it grow, yeah. So, yeah, I've been learning a lot of that from...
7 really is the ideal one. 7.
Something like that, yeah. No, I've learned a little bit lately from Gents, so he's been going through it with me.
Oh, yeah.
Learning from him, he's a big investor, so he's been going through that with me, and I'm like, oh, okay, and I looked into it, dabbled a few bucks, and I'm like, it grows just a little bit of growth already, so...
Like, it's definitely long term. There's nothing short term.
It's definitely long term. Definitely long term. If you're going for the short term, you're going to make very small profits. It's definitely an investment.
If you want short and long term, work.
Yeah. So
pretty much it.
But it's actually interesting to try and dive into it now to get the experience and understanding of it. So
yeah, well, Aiden does it as well. So he got me onto it. I'm like, I'm not touching that shit.
Oh yeah, it's one of those things. It's like
they become addictive and you lose everything. Like, oh, yeah. Well, they goes your house and shit. Like, oh,
well, those that spend too much money and invest and mortgage things to get money to put things in. Yeah, that's a bit ballsy.
That's why I don't gamble.
No,
Like,
no. It's
I'm
like the
not gambling ever again.
yeah, too much.
Well, it's just I say it's a fucking gamble, but still, it's
Yeah,
just
well, that's exactly it. It's gonna be a bit of a
you
gamble.
can lose everything if you're not careful.
Well, yeah.
Mm. But yeah,
Yeah. So, yeah,
people
like I
do
said,
people things.
like we said, it's a quiet week this week. I don't think expect to
It
be
is.
many episode. There was a few announcements. There was like THQ Nordic
Ooh.
had their announcements this week as well. Today at least not even this week, just today they had a small announcement.
Yeah, this
14
morning.
hours. So it was this morning, 14 hours ago, 15 hours ago. So there's a few list of announcements. I feel like there's two big hitters out of it at least that are notable. But going through the list, there's a few that are just like, okay, did we need a sequel on those? I was like, oh, I forgot that game existed.
I mean, I get, but like, it's only going to hit a small audience. So,
So one of them to start off the bat was oh, if I get this burp out of the way, Outcast 2, which is a surprising one with
what is it? Cutter Slade, the Invader Slayer.
yeah, Carter Slayer, your friendly neighborhood invader,
No, Cutter. His
Cutter
name's Cutter Slade.
Cutter Slade, yeah, Cutter Slade, your friendly
What a
neighborhood
name.
invader slayer, and I was like, oh god, I was like, what the hell? He looks so old though too, like.
That janky face though is like his eyebrows are gone all over
He's
the
so
joint. His
he's
eyes
so
will be
old.
weird.
He looks like he dyes his hair. I was like, I feel like he looked like he should have at least some grey hairs coming through. Like,
Yeah, because he was pretty old in the first one. Like he's in his 30s or something, and this one he's probably like in his 40s, 50s.
well, he looks old. The face model they've gone with looks old. Like,
Reminds
like
me
I
of
said,
Spider Man, like the Insomniac Spider Man face.
yep, that
That's
that
what
that
it looks
void,
like.
the uncanny valley, the weird void.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't fit.
Well, just wait, because when you told me to look at it, it was like at 1 minute 40. I looked at the wrong trailer first. I was like, "There's nothing bad here." So
Yeah,
he's like, "No, the world beginning." I'm like, "Ah." So I looked at it. This dude's eyebrows were bouncing up and down. He wasn't even looking straight. It was like looking. It was weird.
and then he's like the voice acting just did not match as well. It just felt so out of place with the face.
It was so calm as well, but he was like all hyped. It's like,
I'm Cutter Slade, your friendly neighborhood invader slayer, and then it's like, what the fuck? Okay.
it tried too hard.
And it looks like it's set in the world of like the Avatar. Like,
Yeah, but the thing that was bad though, the CGI trailer looked good. The game stuff did not. Like, it didn't impress me.
no,
Like,
it's pretty. It's yeah.
the CGI did. I mean, apart from the weird dancing, that was just cue the dancing. Everyone just started dancing. It was like, okay.
like a festival going on or something.
Yeah, but the voice acting so weird. It was forced.
Yeah, there's
You know
two
what I mean? Like,
trailers you can go check out if you want to check it out. Outcast 2. So
20 years later.
pretty much. I didn't really look at the trailer. This one I was like, okay, do I really need to? It's just Expeditions Rome. I was like,
The fuck is that?
they're just your typical. There's a few of these games here, same as Super Power
Expeditions
3.
Rome. I didn't
They're
even
just
see
like
that.
like the Age of Empires, Command and Conquer, like
Oh, Rome, like.
RTS strategy games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've never played one of them. So
No, that's the same as Super Powers 3. It's the exact same thing. They announced 2 RTS games, which is just like, oh, okay. Not even good RTSs at that. It's like I said, it's
the only good
Expeditions.
RTS is Age of Empires.
Yeah, Age of Empires, Halo, Command and Conquer.
You mean Halo Wars,
Yeah.
not Halo? 'Cause-
Well,
Halo's an RTS now.
to be specific, you're going to be specific.
Halo
was-
Infinite is an RTS. Heads up.
Originally, Halo was
Heard it
meant to
here.
be. Well, the original Halo was meant to be an RTS, so.
A first-person RTS.
No, it was they changed the concept later on, but it was meant to be an RTS for Mac.
Hence why it was so weird then, because it meant to come out like in 2000.
Something early. It was going to be a Mac game, and then
was
they
it?
changed the game as it went, and it was still a Mac game, and then they went to Microsoft instead.
Because they needed funding. Then they're like, let's change the whole game to a FPS, and there's Halo.
Well, that's why it's called Halo Combat Evolved. There's a
Because they
reason.
involved.
Combat evolved. It's exactly because it was originally an RTS. They changed the game to a first-person shooter.
I didn't know
Combat
that.
evolved. Yeah.
I just thought the original Halo was just bad that they just went with the
That's
new.
that's why it's not just called Halo. That's the joke to the whole thing. That's why it's not just called Halo. It's specifically Halo Combat Evolved
I thought
because
it was Combat Evolved because it was like one of the first
no
first person open
it's
world shooters things.
because technically it's their second Halo game. If you were to really go at it, technically Halo Combat Evolved is the second Halo game. Which is because there's an unreleased RTS whatever build game out there of Halo.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't be a thing now. Like it'd probably scrapped back in the day.
It's just in someone's dev's USB file somewhere, just backed up on a hard drive. And I'll
probably got the fucking Bungie devs playing Halo RTS right now, just like
the old builds. Yeah.
Well, they're still working on it probably, and they're just like, we'll release this now since we're all by ourselves. Boop.
Well, we've seen what some of the games they've tried.
Halo Wars, bro.
Well, you've had Halo Wars, Halo Wars 2, you've had Halo Spartan Assault, and then there was that other
but
one.
Halo Wars, that's a niche thing though, because not everyone liked that either.
So they did do what they kind of wanted
I've got
to
a
do.
Halo Wars poster over there on my damn wall.
The first one or second one?
First.
Yeah, I had that poster.
Because I had that on 360.
Yeah, it has the Spartans on the front.
Yeah, it's got
the three of them.
Yeah.
And it's blue and black.
You know that? Yeah, it's from Games Radar.
Yeah.
You got the same one.
I've had that one. It's the generic picture they had. It's the generic. I know that cover off by heart. It's Halo.
Yeah, I played it. I liked it. Not the second one because I never played it. But
the Steelbook had a reverse and it had the elites on it.
On the inside or
on the
the
other
back?
side of the Steelbook, because one side had the Spartans on the Steelbook and the other side had the elites on the other side.
The game was fun.
Yeah, it was fun until I broke Bam's Xbox.
Oh, Jesus.
We were versing each other. I had my Xbox and he had his Xbox. We both had a copy of Halo Wars each. We were having a LAN game and we were battling each other. And I was playing as I can't remember. Actually, even though I know a lot of stuff about Halo, I'm bad with names, so I forget names. That's the one thing I'm bad with is names. It was the brute leader that you had. He was he was like the main guy. Something like that. I can't remember.
That's Gears of War.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. I can't remember. Like I said, I'm bad with names. Gears of War.
You would have fell for it. You went, yeah, Ram.
I know. Yeah, something. It sounds kind of like that, but it sounds like
that's Gears of War.
I know.
General Ram.
I was like, that doesn't sound right, but it sounds something like that.
I don't know the brutes. I don't know the brutes that. It wasn't Craig, was it?
Craig. Tarlis.
So kind of Craig. Craig's brother, Carlos.
Tarlis.
Tarlis.
I can't remember. Like I said, I'm bad with names, so I'm always bad with that. But
yeah, but Talos one. That's fucking.
Talos.
I don't know. I can't remember.
But yeah, so I was playing as him, because you had the move with the gravity hammer when you actually played as the hero, because you could always play as the hero characters, and you could send them out and use them as characters.
Oh yeah,
their hero abilities. So I went and had him, and I had because of the gravity hammer ability. I liked the ability at the time, so I went and raided his base when we were battling each other. I was like, no, I built up my units. I'm gonna send them in. I come into his base and I'm fucking just pounding away, having everything, and I just come like with the gravity hammer, just pounding everything. And I went fucking boom on one thing, and when that thing shocks, like every time you do it, there's like it flashes, and does stuff. And when it came for one of the flashes, it flashed, and the whole screen just went white.
Oh.
And nothing, and we're like, what happened here? And we're like waiting, and it's like making weird noises, and then next to the extra goes, and it's just squealing.
What the fuck did you do?
Yeah, we're like, what the fuck's going on? And the Xbox is going, and it's like fucking squealing its ass off, and it's fucking, and then it just went, and it just turned off, and we're like, what the fuck just happened?
You literally how I hit that fucking Xbox.
We were fucking confused.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, it just overloaded the system, I guess, because of the effects, and it just freaked the system out, and it blew up the Xbox.
Also, that happened quite frequently for 360s.
Oh, I was just like, God, out of all things, I was like, I actually did an effective attack. I was like, yes, I actually defeated you. But I was like, oh shit, at the same time,
you killed the whole fucking console.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
It's a weird experience, but yeah,
That's a default victory. So
you ask Eddie that anytime, he'll fucking tell you. He'll get mad about it. He goes, "Yeah, fucking Dale broke my Xbox. A fucking brick." Every
I'll send him a
time,
message later and say, "How's the power? How's the grab hammer?"
anytime you fucking mention that to him, he'll be like, "Yeah, fucking Dale, the prick broke my Xbox."
Yeah, but it's not your fault. Like, it's, you blame it on.
The amount of times, every time I've been around Eddie and there's something I've broken or something's gone wrong, just being around, like when we've done stuff together, like just jinxed. Like one time, fucking Eddie's when we're at his apartment when I was he was staying at a unit. I was over his place for the weekend, we're just chilling because it was like his broski weekend, play games, we're fucking chilling. I was upstairs chilling on his computer, and he was downstairs making something. And I was like there chilling. I was just sitting there in the chair, and actually hear this crick, and actually hear this, and he heard downstairs was, "Ooh, ah!" He's like, "What the fuck happened?" The chair leg broke. It's one of the wheelie chairs, but the whole leg just snapped. The wheel snapped, and then the whole, like the wheel snapped out, but then the arm where thing snapped up as well. I'm like, how the fuck did this happen? The whole fucking thing broke and it fell back, and I'm like, ow! Not just the wheel, the whole fucking thing. And I was like, no. I'm like, oh, yeah.
How does a wheel snap on a wheelie chair?
Yeah, the whole fucking thing, the arm, the wheel.
Because they're designed to be fucking stable.
The whole thing snapped.
Was one of them plastic ones or the metal ones?
It was one of the plastic ones. Like they still the metal
pins. They have like many wheels around, so you like, how did it...
That's what I'm saying. So so the wheel snapped, and then the arm itself snapped.
Yeah, but... Oh.
It both snapped. The wheel snapped and the arm snapped. And I was like, hell no! It's meant to support your weight. And it's like I was just sitting back and it just went, and I went flying back. It just the whole action was, oh! I went flying back because I remember just sitting there looking at his computer. I leant back in the chair and it's just a matter of clunk, and then just big thud on the ground. And I just hit the ground, and because I'm upstairs, you just hear the thud echo straight underneath. And he's like, "What the fuck did happen?"
It gives you a heart attack too when you fall back like that.
It. But I was just like, I just thought, oh yeah, the wheel broke, but like the whole arm and everything broke on the thing leg. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
I guess you're not meant to swing on them chairs, though.
Well,
you're not meant to lean on them.
Yeah. But it was just like, it just happened.
No, I mean, you can lean because they're designed to lean back. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
What was he doing with it?
I don't know, but it was there must have been a weak spot and it just went out for me. I was like, it was funny.
Yeah, but when he's downstairs, he just boom.
Because I just remember, like I said, I just remember looking at the computer like this, leaning back, snapping, going back, and my legs going up, going, like I'm rolling back off the chair. Just this whole like, it just went back and it just all happened at once. And I just went with it. I'm just like, I'm riding this baby out, and I'm just like holding on, going,
you know those fucking falling plastic chairs? You know how fucking bendy they are? That's like on one of them. You don't lean on them either. You don't swing on them. You don't lean to one side.
That's another story. Don't even get me started with that one.
Like,
I was with Eddie.
They do snap because they're like that fucking thick.
Yeah, a mate of Eddie's got really mad at me because every time I went over to his house and I'd sit in those plastic chairs, the legs would just give out every time I sat on them. I wouldn't have to swing in them. Every time I sat down,
does that say there?
The legs just crack. The legs would just crack and give out. One time when it happened, I was really drunk. Actually, I think it was related to that drunk story. I think it might have been the same night actually when I broke my ankle. Related to that night when I had that party when I fractured my ankle. Either way, it was one of the nights when we went there, we had a few drinks, and I remember sitting in the chair, the leg snapped, I rolled back, and I rolled that smooth out of it that I rolled in, and I started doing push-ups. I was like, it was just that smooth where it just snapped, I did a back roll, and I just started doing push-ups because I was drunk. I was like, yeah! I just went with it. But like every time, he just got mad at me because he's like, stop sitting on my chairs, because every time I was over there, somehow the chairs would just break from underneath me.
So if someone does in a plastic chair, you just get out your camera and just start recording.
Wait for it. It's bound to break. It's just always happened. They always give way. And I was like, what? I hate it.
But what kind of chairs were they? Just normal plastic chairs?
Yeah,
like
this says normal
kitty
plastic
chairs,
chairs.
it sounds like?
No, this says normal plastic chairs.
It's like, I've seen your little kitty chair. Boom.
Oh. It's just crazy.
Jesus. I want to see that fucking wheel thing, though. Just boom.
But it was funny.
I've never heard of one of them snapping though. Like,
Yeah,
with the
I've
whole
had
arm.
wheels go. I've had like the wheels go, but yeah, the fact that the arm snapped as well with the weight when it
Because
tipped.
wheels are no problem because it doesn't really do anything, but the arm though. Because wheels just go.
Yeah, just that whole
And
leg.
then-
Yeah. I was like, oh god.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh well. I mean, as long as you didn't knock yourself out.
No, it was just funny to roll out of it, and I was like, God, this is hilarious.
You got to try and say, is that why you need one of them reinforced ones?
Yeah, get some reinforced. Oh, the lights.
Metal fucking poles on
Eyes.
it. Hey,
Oh, just the lighting is just a bit too bright. It's hurting my eyes. Had to turn down a little bit.
don't look up.
Give me a headache. Give me a bit of a headache. That's what my eyes for. I was like, oh, it's getting a bit of a headache from the screen.
You're on the fucking light beers, that's why, bruh.
light beers.
You're on the U-Buttes.
U-Buttes get a bit of a headache.
U-Buttes. Yeah, well, I've figured out preservative free in that you don't be getting nothing.
Yeah.
It's the preservatives that give you the hangovers and
Yep.
stuff.
That makes sense.
It's a thing.
I don't know what's in this one.
Though it's got a long fucking neck on it though. Like when you got a long neck, it's got a long neck on the bottle. Wait, upside down, Des. Have you got another bottle for reference?
No, but the bottlenecks is nearly as long as the actual body itself.
But I mean, like that's like the VB necks are like that.
Oh yeah, they're like the short cans though. Bottles.
Cans. They're like the short cans. I mean, they kind of are the same size as cans. They have long necks on them though. What the hell? They've got like a thinner bottle and a longer neck.
Yeah, something like that.
That's crazy.
330 mils,
Oh.
so
Kind of like a fancy,
3.5.
they're like a fancy beer. They're in a thinner bottle with
That's
a
actually helped now.
taller-
The headache's eased up a little bit once I turned the light down.
I thought you meant when you kept drinking.
No, I was getting a bit of a headache. My eyes were hurting. I was like, well, let's turn the light down and see if that helps, and it has. But you don't realize how much light you take in can actually do
Oh yeah.
hurt your brain, because it's you need to have rest. You need to have that's why it's like that's why they say looking at screens for too long is bad. So like because you get too much light.
That's why you need blue light shit and as well.
That's exactly
Which
it.
doesn't. I try to get those Elgato lights. They're bright, but I can look at that fine. I mean, it's bright.
Well, I
But
got it on blue light setting, or is it a white light setting? It's a white light, warm light. That's warm.
yeah, mine's on warm. Well,
See, this one here
Not
has
warm.
There you go. Put on warm lighting. What's a bit like? Is warm lighting better to look at? I think because it's orange.
yeah, because it makes it. I can look at that like that. What it is. Probably shouldn't.
I got the orange lights on. I think orange warm lighting is better than. I think didn't they say warm white is better than cool white technically for like.
When no one looks at lights, so it's just for a. That's why that's up there.
Like if you
it
want
comes
if you
down.
want a bright room, like a bright lit room, you go with cool white to make it really
Yeah, that's
bright.
what.
But
That is.
for
That's why
yeah,
everything's so lit up when I.
but for comfort, like they say for your bedrooms and stuff, to have like warm white
Mm.
to make
Well,
it comfy and cozy and
orangey.
yeah, it's warm.
I mean, it just depends.
I
what
think
you
all my
want,
lights,
really.
I think all the lights in my house are cool white because I like light. It's like I want light,
Cool
I
white.
need light. Cool white,
Cool white.
cool white, cool white,
Cool whip.
cool white.
We need to put a little gif in there of doing that. Cool whip.
We got on the big segue there from talking about games to RTSs to fucking me hurting myself. Talking about THQ Nordic.
Cool whip.
Cool whip. Say cool.
Cool whip. Cool.
And they say whip.
Whip. Cool whip.
Cool whip.
Cool whip.
Cool whip.
We can do that for an hour. Really, just go cool whip.
Cool whip.
People might actually listen to that. We don't. I mean,
I might have to do a bit of editing. I'm gonna say this for once, with it being a short episode, I might do a little. You know how videos I've noticed lately, I've been watching videos, and you know how they do kind of like a little hypercut at the start of the episode, kind of like give you something funny,
oh,
kind of like to
through it.
clickbaity, just yeah, from the thing. So I might have to find something from this and like.
You and your chair.
I gotta find something. It's gotta be at the start. It'll be at the start because we've talked about some funny shit. So I have to find that and put it at the start of the episode, and then have it roll in and see if that helps people get you in watching.
These mugs are so good, Des.
I know I don't use them. I got them, but I don't use them.
Yeah, it's hard to drink out of a fucking square mug though. Like it's round, but I should have just kept the whole thing
actually square. Then you could have gone from the corner and gone.
No, because that'd be awkward. You'd be on that angle, like no. Or
Yeah, if you get it
that
right.
angle. No.
Put the handle on the actual corner itself.
Put the handle on the corner, then just drink from that.
It could have been built into the thing.
Yeah, but I don't know, because it's hard to drink. Not hard, but it's awkward.
Yeah, it's quite big as well.
You drink on that little part there, like.
Because you actually think
And
about
then
how
it
much
comes
extra
over the
space you've
side.
gotten. Because you've actually got a little bit extra space. Because you think about the mug, if you were to have a normal mug, right? It'd be the
I don't know how
size.
much it fits,
Because you think
actually. I
about
don't
the
know.
circle itself would be the diameter of a normal mug. But you've actually got that extra space where it would go out to. So you've actually got a little bit
Which
more.
is a fair bit. It's roughly that on each corner.
Exactly. So you actually got more. Hey, that'd be good as a soup cup.
It is, yeah. It fits maybe
Soup.
300 mils or so.
Yeah, soup mug.
Can't fit 3 fingers in there though. That only fits 2.
That'd be
What?
cool to make those desserts in a cup.
I wouldn't microwave these.
You wouldn't?
They're not dishwasher friendly either. They're probably wait. It says toys for Bob.
Don't tip it.
For best results. Oh, it doesn't say anything. You don't put them in the dishwasher. That's one thing I
Let me check. What was that?
I drank some out of it, so I didn't do that.
Tips
But
it everywhere. Let me have a look.
remember, I got 5. I really got one of the other ones out of the fucking woods. I had a look.
I know.
If it wasn't buried. You should have got like 5, but well, you did get some. I want the Cortex ones too.
The nitros?
The green nitro ones. Ooh.
Nitros.
Natural.
Coming back to it with the THQ stuff, this is how very mediocre it is, besides we get the 2 good ones. It was Jagged Alliance 3. I mean, there's most people that like these games out there.
Never
That's why they're making
played
these, but it's one of those things. You've got Elex 2. Elex 2.
Elixir.
Elix 2.
I reckon it's Elix. It have to be. It wouldn't be Elix.
Elix by Amaranth.
It could be. It could just be Ellie as well, like Ellie.
Elix.
Ellie.
Elix by Amaranth.
What do you want? What? Elix by Amaranth. Amaranth.
Amaranth. Elix by Amaranth.
That's a band.
Is it the joke's coming?
I don't fucking get it.
Amaranth on Twitch
Yeah.
does Elix. ASMR. Elix.
Oh.
Elix by Amaranth.
Yeah, you kept saying Elix, like
Yeah,
I think it was a
Elix.
person. I'm like, yeah, but still, it's not coming through. Thank God.
It actually is on the video. It's not for you though.
Oh,
The podcast is gonna have it. There's gonna
I
be a point
feel sorry
where
for them. Now, those are the people listening. It just comes up with that.
they're like, "What the fuck's going on here?" I do apologize, but you get an experience. MX vs ATV Legends. They're the bottom of the list. The 2 that like really stand out from this list that are actually the big hitters that people need to look out for. The first being SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake. That's not as high, but it's still there being
That doesn't
an
even have a
IP.
game. It just shows a little, like a minute trailer. So
But at least it's a Nickelodeon game. It's SpongeBob. It gives people SpongeBob content. At least we know it's an IP. Like it's a solid IP compared to these other ones. The biggest though, which anticipated for, which is surprising because the game only came out last year. They've already announced one this year, basically a year later. Is Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed? That's what I'm keen for. Like,
I'm
oh.
I'm keen. I want to buy
And
the first one right now.
it's exclusive to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Everything's on PC though.
So,
That's crazy, isn't it?
but
Oh
no,
yeah,
it's like, damn.
except for PS5.
But it's like, that came around so quick. 'Cause when we were talking about it before the podcast, when they did the first game, when they announced the first game being remade, and then when it came out kind of thing, there was
It was
like a
within
bit of
a
delay.
couple of months or so.
Well, it was a bit delayed actually. There was a bit of space between when they first announced it. They announced it like, so I'm wondering if it's going to be the same window, whether we're going to see the game
Yeah.
next year or a year later. I feel like they're getting
Yeah,
closer
but
now because they must have been working on it.
I reckon it's probably this year.
You reckon this year?
They
stuff.
announced it midway through, or a bit more than midway through. It's like the ninth month, but I mean, it could be probably. Could be mid next year actually.
Because I remember going to, was it 2019? I went to PAX. When was PAX cancelled? When did Rona? Was the end of? I don't want to bring that
last
up.
year.
It was start of last year for us. I'm trying to think when I went to PAX. I think it was PAX 2019. I went and I saw the panel. I saw not the panel, but they had the experience thing. I walked through the experience
What kind of panel was it?
for a probing panel.
Ugh.
The delay on thought on that one. You're like,
That's what I'm thinking about, like probing panel.
but yeah, no. It was,
That's
but even then,
nasty.
they announced, because I remember they announced Destroy Humans, the first one, like a fair while back. Like this was like 2017, 2018, something like that. They had announced. I thought it was like something like that. It was but yeah. So we're getting the second one. They've just dropped the trailer for that, and it does look good. You've got the gameplay and all that dropped. Just double checking. Unfortunately, Switch didn't owners passed over the platform 2020. However, the terms is restricted that new.
The what? You're reading that weirdly
Comes to
on the mic.
Oh, I'm
Was
just
that quick?
because they did Destroy Humans first for the Switch. I'm
Oh yeah.
trying to remember what was it actually called. What was it? It was just Destroy Humans.
What? The remake.
Yeah, what was it called?
Yeah, it was just Destroy All Humans, which confuses people because that's exactly what the first game was called. Like they could
Like
have
they
at
didn't
least
give
put
it like repro, like
Nope.
they've done the second one called Reprobed, like being like it's
no,
a
because that was called Probed. So
yeah, it's Reprobed.
yeah,
I
boy.
don't know, at least they're putting the work in, and then you look at like games like Stubbs a Zombie, and then they just re-released the game. They didn't even do anything. Well, they could
Yeah,
have
I played that. Like you seen what that was like.
like there's so
It's
much
just the
potential.
original game. It's like, why did you?
There was
They
potential
could have
there.
changed the controls. They could have made it more modern.
They could have done something.
Like, I don't bag it because I never played it, but playing it now is like this feels so much like an early 2000s.
Yeah, it's very dated.
But you can easily tell that because I played games back then, so I could say it feels like one of them games. Like
I know
the kids today who play
Okay,
it wouldn't
no.
have any idea.
So
Thank
Destroy
God.
All Humans 2 was just called Destroy All Humans 2.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and then they've called Reprobed. There was Big Willy Unleashed, which was the third one. The Path of the Furon, which was the fourth one.
Yeah, but this one, they said it was the fifth one, that the 2020 game, but it's literally the first one again. So was it the fifth?
Two group report.
Like it's just a remake. It's not a It's
game.
not like a. It's not a continuation.
Was announced. 2012. THQ went bankrupt in 2012. Was supposedly sold in
Damn.
2013. Nordic Games, now known as THQ, purchased the rights. Oh, that's interesting. They went to THQ Nordic. So Nordic Games bought up a lot of their IPs and became THQ Nordic.
Oh, really?
In late 2016, PlayStation was part of the selection of PS2 games emulated. I'm trying to think when they announced it, and
When they
Yeah, I saw it
announced,
recently.
it was 2019, I think.
Yeah, 2019. So then it was released a year later. I feel like they announced that they were doing a thing earlier than that, but it might have been leaks. So yeah, so we might look at seeing that possibly next year.
I'm, I'm thinking middle next year, I reckon.
Well, yeah, because this one was dropped. I was trying to look when it was. It was July 28th, 2020.
And then it came out start of 2020, I think. No, not the start, but
So
mid.
I'd say then that looks like we might be the same for next year. We'll see it mid next year as well. I say.
When did it come out? That's what I'm thinking.
Huh?
When did it come out?
The first one.
No,
July.
the remake. It was like 2020, but
Yeah, July
um,
28th. July 28th.
oh, July. So thinking the
Mid year.
same time,
Yeah, yeah.
June, July.
Hmm.
Who knows? Could be this year.
They're
Who
making a
knows?
killing. They're making a killing from it. It was like 4.9
Literally.
million. 4.9 million. I think they paid for the license for it.
Wait, who made the original game then? Was it someone else?
THQ.
Yeah, but THQ Nordic is still a thing.
Nordic Games bought THQ, and then they became THQ Nordic.
Oh. I thought that always called THQ Nordic.
No,
Yeah.
they weren't. That's what I thought too. But
Because
no,
that made Tony Hawk Nordic. THQ Nordic made Tony Hawk game.
huh?
I'm pretty sure THQ Nordic made a Tony Hawk's game. Back in the like
Oh, THQ Nordic's been around for a while, dude. THQ went bankrupt in 2012.
yeah.
There's been plenty of games after 2012 that have been like games.
THQ Nordic founded 2011.
Hmm.
Yeah, 10th anniversary.
Nordic Games. Sorry, guys. We're trying to like.
THQ Nordic is an Austrian video game publisher based in Vienna, formed in 2011.
Yeah, because it was originally Nordic Games.
You know, THQ Nordic. I saw that name on a Tony Hawk's game.
Yeah, there's been look up Tony Hawk games. There'll be plenty that have come out after.
No, this was back when I was a kid.
You having one of those Mandela effects?
What?
The Mandela effect?
Activision did Tony
Well,
Hawk.
dude, take off 10 years. How old were you then?
19? I wasn't a kid.
It was Activision anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah, but THQ was in the THQ Nordic, I swear.
I don't think they did anything to do with like Tony Hawk.
I can't say anything, but it must have just been THQ.
Did they do any?
Activision, Tony Hawk. Maybe it was THPS for Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah, maybe that's what you get yourself confused with, you numpty. I'm like, I don't think they've ever had anything.
I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I swear it was THQ though.
Oh, I didn't realize this was information. This was a while back. We didn't see this.
What? What is
Oh,
it?
this came back up. This popped up in May. This is news from May that there might be a new Tony Hawk game coming.
I already said that back in May,
Do we?
I think. My webpage isn't doing things. Uh-oh.
Yeah, 'cause it was
Oh, there it
released
is,
by a
okay.
band saying that the music was going to be in a new game. They're hyped for it.
Oh, a rock band may have revealed plans. Yeah. I swear THQ Nordic.
People will be like, what the fuck are they doing?
The people listening. I'm sorry.
Didn't Nordic have... I'm confused now.
You know, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater had like 4 or 5 fucking different publishers.
Yeah.
Had Activision, Nokia, Activision Blizzard, Aspire,
Did you say Nokia?
Crave Entertainment, and Natsumi. It was on Nintendo, PlayStation, Game Boy, Dreamcast, and Cage, Game Boy Color.
Crazy. Crazy. They marketed the hell out of those games.
Yeah, but I swear THQ's in there somewhere. Maybe try to look underground. Hang on.
He's looking. He's trying to figure out how he saw it. But it wouldn't have been a little logo in the corner or something.
I think it was Beanox. Don't worry. Vicarious Visions. They worked on that too.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Neversoft. I don't know.
Your brain's playing tricks on you, bro.
Maybe it is.
But yeah, so Destroy All Humans 2 reprobed the gameplay trailer and the trailer are out. Once again using We All Live in America again as the theme song to it. We all live in America.
They had him singing it like.
It was in the first trailer as well. From the first game, yeah.
No, it was a different song, I think, though.
No,
wasn't it?
It's the same song. They just reused They use the same song again. We all live in America. America is wunderbar. I was like, really? That's just his like theme song now. They've made it his theme song.
I mean, it makes sense.
But
it makes sense because he does take over. Spoilers if you haven't played it.
Oh, it's an old game. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but spoilers if you haven't played it. No, that's not old. This is the remake. People would have played that.
Exactly.
Or they haven't played that yet.
But still, the game's been out.
It has, yeah. Like 20 years nearly. Which is crazy to think, because I remember playing that when I was little.
I love that.
I want to find a steelbook for Story Humans, but there is none except if you buy the statue edition.
At least the value of that looking online is still going for like $500.
Nope.
Yeah.
79 on there.
What?
On Amazon, it's like $80.
What for the big?
For the big UFO statue one.
What? $80?
It comes from the US or something though.
That's really cheap.
With $43 shipping.
That's still pretty cheap compared to what it was actually worth.
Only $250 or something.
It works out about normal. Yeah, no, I was looking online when I was looking up things before. It showed the big edition for like $500 with the big actual life-size statue of him.
Oh, that, yeah. I'm talking about the little spaceship statue with him on top and shit.
I would like to have gotten that.
I can't believe we missed that because we didn't get them.
Well, I mean, I could have gotten it. It's just like, why the fuck am I going to buy it? Where am I going to put it? And I was in the middle
What, the big statue or the life size or both?
Both. I was like,
it just sucks when developers, like the two editions, you've got to buy both.
If you want, yeah, both things.
So that happened with what else did that?
Been a lot of games that have done that.
It's not common, but it happens. Like if you want two different editions with two different things, it's like.
Well, that was like a thing.
I've got to buy the game twice.
Well, not even that. There's things that everything. There's like a statue that's been released like as of coming out soon or it's released. It's in promotion with the new Ninja Turtles comic. If you've heard that one, it's like the last run or whatever. I can't remember what it's called. It's like, but it's just like it's just Mikey. Kind of the whole arc where all the other turtles are dead and it's just Mikey or whatever's left. And he's got it's like the whole
That's dark.
There's a statue that goes with that they've released, and there's two versions, which is one by himself, like just hunched over, or the one the exact same pose, but then you've got the attachment that plugs on of the other turtles and the ghost hugging over him. Like, what?
Just have that one.
Why would you exactly? Why release two different? Why would they release two different statues? Like they're the exact same statue. Like, it's the exact same statue. Just one has the attachment on it, one doesn't.
That's like the Horizon Forbidden West?
Yeah, there's one from.
He had that's all the same thing, but it's not.
That one elephant was like jacked out.
With the Regala one, it lights up. It's got lights and shit in it.
Jacked out. Oh. It's all like got the extra armor on it and extra shit all over it, and it's
got lights that light up its eyes and tusks, and I'm like.
But like,
too bad we Australians couldn't get that edition.
Because it was specifically through like PlayStation itself, I think.
No, we couldn't get it here.
Because they sold it through a Walmart.
I think it's the US only or something like that.
I thought for us we had to get it through the PlayStation Store only.
Oh, I tried that, but I couldn't see anything. So But I got my
It's mine.
collectors, so I'm happy about that.
I know,
But I
it'd be
wanted
nice.
to light up
It looked
fucking
cool,
elephant.
but I just don't have any space to put any of these things anywhere.
You talk. I mean,
I've
you
got no.
got more space than I probably do.
Yeah, but like I've got to actually have so much shit that I've got things displayed already. It's like I got no more room to display anything else. I've
Gotta
got
get one
my.
of them big ass shelves from behind you. And
I need
the
shelf. I
whole wall's
need.
a shelf.
Yeah, like I've got my pop vinyls on a cabinet outside, triple stacked, like in depth, and then stacked up to the ceiling on top of the shelf because I got nowhere to actually to put them to display them. I haven't got them laying on
That's
the
why I'm
floor.
saying when I moved, I can have a whole bedroom dedicated
I
to
got a pile.
statues.
I got a pile of pop vinyls stacked up in front of my TV next to me over here.
Oh.
I got pop vinyls everywhere. I got too many of them.
I've got a
can't put
stack of 3 right
I got a
there.
whole bunch of Dragon Ball ones sitting next to me. I got
Can't even point.
seven small Dragon Ball statues and 2 big ones.
7th.
The 2 dragons.
Did you get your figure in Spyro yet? Before they're gone?
No, I haven't yet.
That's big though. That box is massive.
I know.
You don't want to take it out.
Oh, I just don't have space for anything. I don't have room for anything.
That's what I said about the Cyberpunk statue, but I still
That fits
took it out and put
perfectly
it
though.
down.
That perfectly fits in those Kmart cube shelves.
What? The Cyberpunk?
Yeah, it fits in that cube shelf very perfectly.
What? Like, just nicely.
Yeah,
Just
same
comfortable.
as the same as there's that. If you remember that Marcus Phoenix one where he stands there with the
You don't
laser.
put that in a shelf though. You want to put it on top of a shelf because it's got a 360 thing on it.
I know, that's the sad part. But like, how many people are gonna have like things that you can actually appreciate a statue like 360? No one's gonna have things set up in the middle of their room. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but even then,
Alright.
the back's covered up. It's against the wall.
Not really.
It's
I mean,
against stuff.
yes and no.
So either way, you're
Because
not gonna.
behind that is Vegeta and
That's what I mean. But no, I was saying like the Marcus statue I've got from Gears of War 3. He slides in that cube shelf with like that much of a gap of his head touching the top of the shelf. It's like it just slides in, just misses the top of his head.
I thought you
I
wanted
was
to
like,
shave some off the top of the.
I was like, damn, it's so close. I'll have to take a photo of that and show you that.
It's so close.
It's such a tight, like satisfying fit. It's just like, but yeah. But there's so many like decent titles of like stuff we could order. I've never just bothered because I've just gone, nah, I'm not gonna get it because it's like, where the fuck am I gonna put it? Like the Fallout helmet, the Doom helmet, like they would have been great, but like
that fire helmet's bad though.
like I
I've
built
seen the
myself a
quality.
Halo helmet. I gotta try and sit it there, and it's in the fucking way. It's on the bed. Like the bed is there.
It's blocking Aku.
Exactly. And
It looks like Chief's got feathers on his helmet.
I haven't done any
Indian
more work
Chief.
to it. And then I've got like all the Halo boxes because they take up space, but they're worth keeping. So they sit on the bed, and there's nowhere else to put them.
Yeah, well, you know what I've done now?
What?
I've got
We got a towel
Resident Evil
stuck.
Village box under there with the Biomutant box on top of it, on top of
Yeah.
the Series X box.
It's just like feels like when it feels like if you're like people like us in this day and age, if you're gonna build a house, you need a house built to have a room for you to display your statues, but then a separate room for you to display the boxes they come in to put them away in like a room themselves, and then have them displayed in a room. So you have 2 rooms.
Boxes still. It's mainly because they carry like the collector's things, like little things, books. Like,
But the detail.
I haven't got a bookcase to put them in or anything like until I move.
Like I keep them because they look detailed. They look like there's work put in, and then there's Barjo with that fucking unboxing it and just fucking rip the box in half, and it's just like Jesus Christ. I mean, okay. I mean, realistically, the box was pretty basic. Like it was just a black basic box, but as a whole, it's just like, damn. Like these look like crates. Like they actually put detail printing and like there's detail on
That
them.
Cyberpunk box. Oh my god.
Oh, dude, that's sitting right here behind me.
Oh. What have you done to it?
So I've got the little that little box now
Oh.
sitting with it. So I got that because like this thing's fucking huge still. Like
Yes.
what the fuck? Like this thing's fucking huge. It's bigger than the statue. The statue's only half the size. And then there's this giant fucking crate box, and it's still heavy. I'm like, how is this thing still heavy? I've emptied this out. How is this still heavy? What is in this thing? Is there stuff that's like hidden in here that I don't know
It's
about?
cardboard in that.
Like, I don't know what else is in this box. Because it's a fucking heavy
I
box
mean,
still.
that book's fucking heavy, though, that was in there.
Oh.
The book and the statue, that weighed it down a lot.
But, like, that's what I mean. And now that's out. The statue's out of it. And this thing's still fucking huge. And bulky. And fucking massive. And you can't even... Because it's still a trap. It still gets me where you've got, like, the fucking... Because you've got multiple parts to it. Because you got the sleeve. And that's the funny part. It's like, you've got the box,
You got that
which
weird
is the handle,
boxy part on top.
But, like, yeah, because, like, that's one part is, like... That's one part. Is the sleeve itself. But then you've got that separate divider on top, which is this fucking weird-ass thing here that slides on top of the box itself. It's just like... Look at this weird thing. Like, what is this? What is this? And then you got that.
That's to put your hand for the handle. That's all that is.
I know, and then so like it's like, and that's all detailed. So I'm like, I'm not gonna throw this out. This is detailed. Like this is dope. It looks dope. It's a building. It's actually a tower. I just realised now. It's actually I thought it was a supply crate, but it's actually a
I've
tower.
got one in the room next door.
They're little apartments. I just realised they're little apartments.
Oh, they are too. I didn't even know
I thought
that.
it was like a mechanical. Like I thought it was just a crate, like a supply crate, but it's actually a tower. The fuck? Yeah, and then you've
That
got
explains
the box.
because the elevator's in the fucking middle. So
And then you've got that. This is the box, and this thing's fucking heavy. And what else is still in this? Should you
Don't
make me
open it.
check? No, you make me open it.
This is a weird episode.
I'm opening it.
Sorry, listeners.
I'm trying to remember what the fuck is in this box now.
It's got a book and some pins and some
I'm trying to remember
stickers.
why it's so fucking heavy. Oh, that's right. That's right. Because it's this fucking thing. This fucking thing that they chuck into it to make it fucking heavy. This fucking safety fucking cardboard deposit box.
With
This
that
fucking thing.
with the sign thing and that in it.
It looks like a
Yeah.
shoebox. But it's like a safety deposit box. And that thing's
That's
fucking heavy.
It's a book in there.
Now this weighs nothing. I can get it like, woo! Because it's fucking light. It's just yellow.
It happens. It
And
happens.
it's all yellow. Yeah, and this is the fucking thing that has most of the problems in it, is this fucking thing.
That's where everything is.
Sign, that's right. The slip.
Has the cards in there, has the slip, has the book.
Oh, that's right. I got the... Yeah. Fuck, I forgot what was in this.
You didn't get it that long ago, though. How'd you forget?
They're like little cassette tapes, that's right. They made like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, it's the book, definitely the book.
The book is thick, like, that's a thick boy.
Oh, but yeah, that's like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna try and put it back. Anyway, that's for later on.
You'll forget about it until tomorrow. You're like, I can't be bothered.
And then, yeah, the little box which matches it, and I just...
I mean, it does, but it doesn't.
We had... Okay,
we
we had to get Cyberpunk somewhere in the episode. Come on,
No,
CDPR!
actually,
Come on, CDPR!
There was a patch that made the road win again now, so.
They're all moist. CDPR, come on, for God's sake. Sponsor us. Sponsor the Beardy Bros podcast.
Give it
Fucking...
enough promotion.
We talk about it like every fucking episode.
For the last year, nearly.
Like, I will fucking... How many times do I have to fucking mention this, tweet this out to these guys? Fucking... I'm gonna... Actually, I'll film it right now for the podcast right now.
What?
I'm gonna film a little video, and I'll fucking post it up somewhere on Twitter or something.
Even I'll fucking tweet about it and just say, come on.
Right
bro.
now.
Come
Right,
on.
we're filming this right now. So we're doing the podcast. We're filming the podcast right now. And I'm plugging you, CDPR Cyberpunk. We've got this in fucking the background here. Well, all we're asking is, could you please maybe sponsor the Beardy Bros podcast or something? Do something. Like, Cyberpunk, like, it's sitting there. Like,
I would have my box as well if I'd had it here.
if I can, where the fuck am I pointing this camera at? What the
Where are
fuck?
you at the camera?
Look, I'm fucking drunk.
You're like, camera.
Look, if you can see it on screen somewhere, you should be able to see there's a fucking behind me in my head, the fucking box. I fucking know what I'm doing. I'm drunk. Don't fucking judge me.
You pointed it at the... What the hell? I mean, still, you can still send it to him. Send it.
Put on TikTok. Put on TikTok.
Oh yeah, they'll probably see it.
Oh,
So you can go.
No.
Ooh.
But yeah, like it's in right there in the back of the episode. Fucking, it's going to be up. We talk
Maybe
about.
I'm gonna put it on there instead of Spyro. The next one.
But yeah, like it's true though. Like every episode, somewhere along the way, we've either mentioned something about the update, something about the patches, what's going good, what's going wrong, covering every kind of story that they got going. We've mentioned something somewhere. We always bring it up somewhere along the line. I've got it sitting behind me as like promotional advertisement. Like
Now,
but like still, it's now there. Look, Cyberpunk. If you like cyber games, buy it.
you don't put it on the top of his head and just put Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk warning, Cyberpunk.
It's not sponsored by.
Not sponsored, but that's what I mean. It's like we're not sponsored, but we plug it so much. We like, and we keep asking, hey, sponsor us.
We've never really asked. I mean, you did once, I think.
A couple of times, every now and then.
Didn't you tag them and?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we influenced the some of the thumbnails from Cyberpunk, and even that one big one we had. So
even should have wore the
shirt.
T-shirt. We should have wore the 1 year anniversary shirts.
I know. 2 year. I have
But
to
I was going to go, what the fuck?
Actually,
are they
what I'm
doing?
gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to definitely get on to do something for the 2-year anniversary. So when the 2 years actually comes around, we have the shirts. We actually have the shirts ready for the 2 years.
Oh, that next April.
No, it won't be too long. I can drink my last beer. Might as well.
Like 6 months, 7 months.
Drink my last beer. It's only mid-strength, so it doesn't matter.
7 months, bro.
I know. What should we
Crazy,
do?
isn't it?
Because there's been Cyberpunk. Do we stick with Cyberpunk thing? Just reuse reuse the image of us in that pose, but then do something different.
Nah, good. You know what? I'm the same.
You got to be something different. Like we've got our Mario
Something else
shirts.
unique, and then we get rid of the first one. We just take it off the store. Whoever got one, got one.
And then yes, exactly. And maybe re-release it down the track. Who knows?
So every year it goes off.
Yeah, that would make
It
sense.
just changes.
Rotate.
I mean, still keep the design just in case, but
What I do is just hide the It stays in the catalog, but I just hide it.
yeah.
So then people can't see it in the store. It's privated.
Oh, but even then, you put it on for probably like a week or something every now and again.
No, exactly, and I can just turn it back on, just like promotion. Get the shirt now while you can, and then hide it again. Makes it easier instead of trying to re-upload and then or do over the mumbo jumbos.
Right?
But yeah, I'm just trying to think. Actually, talking of that again, for those that still don't know what that looks like, it's this thing. I'm gonna stick it.
A bit closer. That's not autofocusing.
Look at how I love their faces.
You turn your autofocus off like I did.
Most probably. But that's the.
I've got to see it going blurry. Like when you cover your face, it goes blurry.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's like we got stickers and stuff like that there. So that thing there, we limited still till next anniversary, and then we'll put the new one up. We'll have a new one.
Until April.
Yeah, maybe a little bit over April. Who knows?
Wait, what was that first episode? It was like April, end of April, I think.
Something like that.
What was it? Start? No, end.
But yeah, no. So I'm just wondering what I'm gonna do.
What timing? April 30th.
What do we got? So because we did Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's been a bit of a joke influence, and we're kind of like into Cyberpunk.
We're not going to tell anyone.
I don't know what. No, I'm just trying to think. We're gonna have to think what we're gonna do for the next one. For the next big anniversary show, I'm just trying to think what we'll do. I don't know yet. Something different.
Could be Spider-Man, Venom.
Spider-Man.
Could be God of War. Could be Mario.
Well, we already got Mario shirts. We got the Mario shirts already. People love those.
Yeah, that's
People love the Gym Marios. Oh.
I can't believe they went for the gym one. I was like, come on, you got the anniversary one there.
Right? Nah, it's cool.
Because these are not limited. That is.
Yeah. Didn't someone else buy one of them? The Beardy ones? Did someone buy a Beardy?
Yeah, Sid and Bugsy.
Yeah. They got them. And then Thingy bought, was it Batman that bought Mario?
The Fickle.
The Fickle. I don't even know if he's going to get the old one or new one.
No, he did. He said he got the Fickle and he fucking loves it.
Oh, yes, lucky. He got the Fickle merch.
He loves misprints. So
That's good.
Well, it's not a misprint. It was more of a misspelling.
It's a
That's
typo.
about it.
It's a type. Similar difference.
Fickle. I didn't even notice it though until you. Wait, I still didn't notice it.
We got a Fickle merch.
Fickle. No one notices.
No, it looks normal. It looks normal. But it's great. I like that we've got our Fickle merch.
Did you get one yet? Like the Fickle?
Did I think I just both of them.
Oh no!
I think now, did I adjust both of them, or did I just adjust? No, I think I adjusted both of them.
You might want to check that later.
Did I just adjust one of them? No, I think I would have done both.
I'm sure gonna get your one to wear
because
that.
mine is a fickle. So the next one I'll get. Yeah, I could always re-upload that file. So when we both have the original fickle, in the original designs that one of each. Because next time if I go buy your your design, it'd be like official on it, and one says fickle, one says official. I might just upload it again and just have it specifically for this shirt, and actually have it as a typo. Oh, I wonder if I can drop the price down on that shirt, or is it all shirts drop price?
Because it's a fickle.
Yeah, it's trying to see if I could plug more under the dodgy. I don't know. I don't think it works like that on the store.
I don't know.
But no, hats are supposed to be coming soon as well. Apparently, I don't know if they're in yet on Redbubble, but they were talking about that for a while. So, hats will be a thing soon. I can start doing some hats. So, start getting our designs on the hats. The Beardy Bros, get that old Beardy Bros logo.
Actually, got socks and underwear. And
we've got socks.
Track pants.
Socks already exist. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't see them then.
I don't know if I've labelled them on the socks or not. I'll have to double check.
Oh.
But socks are there.
Then you get Beardy Bros underwear. Let's go.
Underwear will be next. Who knows? Have our bearded.
That'd be weird. Like if someone just strips off. You got my face on your underwear.
that's what Smurf did. He put because for his merch store he's got like bikinis people can buy, and then my logo I did the little Smurf heads for him, but he's put them on the insides of like bikinis and underwear and stuff. So like his face,
insides.
Yeah, so his face sits on like the inside of like the bikinis and the bras and stuff like that. It's like that's a bit
creepy or nothing.
That's a bit hilarious. It's like that's weirdly hilarious. Yeah, like that's a bit strange. But that's what I mean. It's weird that it allows you to put stuff on the inside of the clothing. I was like, what?
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like the manufacturing allows people to put designs on the inside of the clothing.
Happens.
Like, that's weird.
I've never seen stuff on the inside of clothing.
Have you seen this little guy?
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, whatever. It happens. People want to do it. They can.
Senor Ding Dong. I was looking down the corner of my screen. Senor Ding Dong.
Senor Ding Dong. Oh, fucking hell.
Senor Ding Dong. I was trying to draw him today, and I did it on stream where I put this on my tablet, and I had the pen, and I was like, okay, theoretically, you've got the pen, you sit on where you've drawn it and just trace around it. Theoretically, you think it would come out exactly the same, right?
Oh no.
It was like, this is the blob of shit.
How?
I don't know, it was fucking hilarious. I cracked up laughing, because like, what the fuck happened here?
Couldn't you just draw it again though?
I did not try to draw it from scratch, but drawing on a tablet and drawing in pen is like two different things.
That's like drawing with pen and pencil. You can't draw a pen because pen's weird. Pencil is easier.
So that's why I like digital, but when it's like on these tablets, like these, it feels like a third-party extension. It's like
there's a delay or something.
It just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel normal. I got stickers on the back. I didn't realize. No, stickers on the back.
You got the Beardy Bros and the ladies like, ooh.
Where the fuck did my pen just go? Oh, fuck. They better not go in the bin.
Maybe.
The pen just went flying off, went down underneath the desk somewhere.
This is a weird episode. This is a weird one.
What's the fucking pen?
This is all over the show.
This is one of those episodes.
Why am I on episode 34?
It's 38, isn't it?
Yeah, 38. There it is. Oh, my book was back to front. I had it upside down.
Going back to the news. IKEA to be releasing a... I'm just going to come back. Let's just segue from that. Let's come back to the news. I'm just going to be trapped. IKEA releasing gaming range, by the way. So going to be a worldwide release at all their IKEA stores. As, of course, gaming's a growing trend for streaming and YouTubing and stuff like that.
IKEA was like in Europe. Like it's a Swedish thing?
Yeah, it's a store, yeah. There's one around the road from me. $1 hot dogs, man.
No, it's like it's from like Sweden or something.
Yeah, it's from Sweden, yeah.
Crazy.
So I'm guessing we're going to have to be getting our computer setups and putting them together with an Allen key. So hopefully the gaming chair...
Keys are good, man. I'll put this together with an Allen key.
Hopefully the computer chair will be stable and it doesn't break.
You just want to test it first to start leaning back.
Go into IKEA. Let me test out this gaming chair. Crunch. Whee! Legs go up.
Deja vu does. Just don't take Eddie with you, and you're fine.
Alright, so yeah, I mean that's gonna be pretty cool to see, like, see what kind of stuff they get in and what the price will be for their stuff. Like,
it will be cheap
because apparently they're gonna be selling like lighting. Like they already do the LED stripping and stuff like that, which they already sell, but they're gonna be doing stuff more associated for gaming. So they'll have it like, I don't know whether it's budgeted or not.
Yeah, people don't get it. It's not gaming. It's just normal furniture and shit. Like it's not just for gamers.
No, it's just that when people want to YouTube, anything like that, that's into that kind of stuff. So they've got the same bracket lightings that we use now, or I use anyway.
But you can use any desk for computers.
They just make things themed. But it's more like gaming chairs and stuff like that. They're going to be looking at selling like actual gaming chairs.
Any chair's a gaming chair.
Oh no, but you know what I mean? Those stereotypical gaming chairs. Like these things that look like these singing chairs that are fucking... This one's shit though. I'll say it every fucking time. This is me sitting upright. Look at the fucking chair.
Yeah, but you sit like back and down like that. So
this is the chair. If you were to sit in the chair normally, this is how you'd sit in the chair.
What if you scoot backwards or like properly sit up and back? Or
this is me sitting upright. Back upright in the chair.
Why is the back so far back?
It has it. Look at it. Look at this. I'll put the chair up so you
Where's
can
the base of it sit then? Like, how much of it? That's weird.
It's got a massive lean in it.
Why?
No idea. It's the no, that's how the chair was made, and I thought this was the way to do it, and it's fucking uncomfortable for your back.
Did you test it before you got it?
No, I bought it off freaking like Catch. That was the Catch.
Cats are good, but you gotta...
They're good, but I thought I was getting a normal gaming chair, not one of these kind of gaming chairs.
You mean like an office chair?
Yeah, these are more of the office chair ones, but these are more...
Office chairs are what you need to sit in, because they usually got the straight back on them.
Yeah, well, the one that I've seen like at Office Works and stuff like that, they've got the straight back and you can like fully recline it, so... That's my next thing I'm going to say for, so I can
He literally laid flat on his stomach and played RuneScape.
Yeah, it's weird. People do weird shit on...
Like...
Yeah.
He laid flat just...
That's why I can't sit properly and I have problems sitting in the chair because I'll try to sit up straight, but I can't
just
because there's nothing
to do this.
But then I gotta try and get a support for the camera and lift the camera up and...
No, you just get a desk and...
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not fancy with an electronical desk that raises up and down like you, Mr. Fancy Bum.
I'm not excited to move this fucker. This thing's heavy.
I know, that's the thing with those things.
It's fucking metal and solid wood. It's not like that chipboard shit. It's solid. The wood was heavy.
Let's have a look after this.
It's like, I'm serious. It's got a full solid.
Oh, no.
Like the legs are. They got metal inside metal.
Found the pen.
I mean, it's cool because it can get very low. Like it can get it can get very low.
Get
Get very high. They can get probably up to here, like my chest, maybe. I had someone lay on one of these, and that's fine. So
pretty strong.
I didn't, but it was a review that I saw.
Review.
Someone just laid on it. And they're going up.
That's crazy, the support it has for lifting.
Well, it's metal and shit. I mean, yeah.
The motor.
It's got like 200 kilo weight on or something. Which is not bad.
Pretty good.
Which, if I had more room, my actual monitor would be beside it or underneath it.
Yeah.
Instead of on it, so I've just had the monitors and that. So be fuck all weight.
so you...
What? What?
So you would have your monitor sitting there on the side or underneath of it, so your other monitor sit there?
I have a tower beside it.
No, I knew you were saying tower. I'm like, why would he move his monitor all over the place?
Because I looked at the monitor and I was talking about the fucking tower.
My tower. It's like me, because I got my tower sitting on my desk here, and it does take up space on the desk. Because then there's the three.
Well, this thing's... To say it's that wide. It's not fucking small.
No, they're not. They're pretty big.
Well, you got the hat on.
What are you talking about?
What is that, though? Police hat. Just casually, just... Yeah, no. um, but yeah, THQ did their thing. It was pretty. I had no idea. There was no hype around it either. Which what it was their 10-year anniversary, which is
Yeah,
pretty
I
cool.
know. There was no hype behind it. There was nothing really like the PlayStation event. There was like lead up. You knew, like you heard about
No,
it.
because they said it a week earlier.
But like the THQ, just nothing.
It just bam.
I
There
didn't
it
even
is.
know it happened. No one talked about it. No one even hyped up. Like I looked at my Facebook on
Nope.
and off all day, and no one mentioned anything about Destroy All Humans 2. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, what?
But I
Have you
kind
heard?
of surprised Daz before. I was talking about a game and it said, I am Fisher's out.
Yes, it's fully out. I'm like, yeah. I remember playing that a while, like a long while ago when it first. I think it was Markiplier or someone played the first level of it, and I was like, ooh,
Oh.
and you could get the demo, and I played the demo, and it was pretty fun rolling around the house and flopping around, trying to do everything, and I was like, ooh, but I didn't realize it's like now it's actually just
You can
out.
play
So I
as
was
4
like, ooh.
different fish.
That's taken a while for the game to come out because that was like at least 2 years ago. I saw that. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
they're
you're
not
a
easy to make because it's actually physics based. So,
All those weird, like physicsy mumbo
well, it's
jumbos.
like I'm Bread. That game frustrated the fucking shit out of me.
That's a good game.
I Am Bread. No, it's not. You got to use the fucking clickities, and
Did
it's
you become
fucking
toast?
retarded. No, never. Oh, I think I did once.
Toast makes it harder.
Why? Because things stick to you more.
Because when you're like bread, you can flop around and do everything.
Oh yeah.
When you're
Toast is
toast,
just.
you're more stiffer, so you can like really swing yourself.
Oh, you can launch when you don't want to.
Because you got to think about because you got to think how flexy you are when you're a piece of bread. That when you swing and grab everything, you can bend and do things a bit more. So you can flop
But toast,
around.
you just
But like toast, you're actually a solid piece, so you got to
you literally just launch. If you go too far, you floor it is.
You can do it with the bread as well, but yeah. I love getting on the skateboards
at least
and
then you
stuff.
can save yourself because you can slap onto things. Skateboard.
Yeah, there's one level there was a skateboard you jumped onto and you could like roll to get across the room. If you hit it right,
I
you like,
uninstalled that game so quick.
there's so many. Oh, what's that? The one I've seen people play lately. I know it's been out for a while now, but it was Surgeon Simulator 2, I think it is. It's like multiplayer. It looks friggin' hilarious.
Oh,
It's been out for a little while now.
I think there's one of those on PSVR. Which is
But
pretty,
it's
pretty
co-op.
cool.
And it's just funny because you can
Oh,
we all work
no.
together doing stuff. And it's like this is
Like
hilarious.
Operation.
Yeah, it's like everyone's doing stuff together and everyone's trying to do different things to do
Can
whatever
you
needs to be done.
imagine
It's like, oh.
the animosity if
So
someone
imagine
killed a patient on there?
Imagine you trying to like cut an operation to do something, and then someone comes over with the VR and just goes no, and just takes your tool out of your hand.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm trying to be pretty careful here. It's like, or they'll be like trying to carefully do something, and someone's like, what does this thing do? And then the lady's just and just laces everything in the room, and then the dude's dead. That's always bound. There's always
Can you
one.
actually kill people though?
Hey,
Can you actually kill people on there, or is it
the
just
patient. At
yeah?
least.
Can you actually kill them, or is it just a
Oh, yeah, the patients-
operation where you just move things?
No, the
and-
patients can actually be like hurt, and then you got to quickly like patch them up because they're bleeding too much, and you got to quickly like get everything to stop the blood, and then re-heal them back up, and then yeah.
Ooh.
So if you made one wrong move, it's
we
just
can
like you're
have
doing
fun with
something.
that.
Yeah, it looks so cool. So
Is it on
you,
PC though?
possibly, I'm not too sure, but you can play it like non-VR, so which would still be pretty fun to try and play together. Try and do it's like here, near this. You chuck the thing across the room. Here, take this.
Scalpel.
I got it. Just the hand stuck. Oh.
Just get it out of your arm.
But yeah, I think you can play
I
it. I
also
don't know how that works.
fuck around with people and they just start slicing everything.
I think definitely the VR would be the better way of doing it, but it'd be cool playing.
Yeah, I tried playing that fucking cooking simulator, but that is I was sweating playing that game.
Yeah.
I got frustrated.
We need to get back into our
fucking timer.
I'll say we need to get back into our rec room.
I need room for that.
I know we haven't played that. We haven't played that in so long. It'd be cool though if we if like VR chat came to PlayStation. That'd be good.
I wonder how many updates that Rec Room's got now. Like, they had one every fucking week. It seemed like every few days there's an update.
But like it's apparently I guess booming for it. So it was fun though. We had so much fun playing Rec Room.
Except for them kids who just squealed in there for.
It was still funny
Like, just
trolling the
squirted
kids
them,
though.
right?
It was pretty funny trolling the kids.
Hmm.
I always remember that. I always remember that Star Wars level one. We had like they're like, you're not allowed to cross the border. You're not allowed to cross. And then every time you'll see me or you, or like we're like sneaking across the wall, and you're like slowly, slowly. Hey, what are you doing?
They had the little fucking laser gun.
Pew, pew. And
I think we opened that once. I think we actually got through it.
got through it
Like,
and
we
got
actually
upstairs and
opened
hit the alarm, locked it or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was weird. We spent so much time on that. My God,
VR stuff
on
was
that
so much
one
fun.
game alone.
Yeah, all
on
the
that
stuff.
Star
We
Wars
loved
one.
that. That map was great. I'm gonna get back into VR chat.
Like you just go, huh, and they leave you alone. They just snuck off. You start going around in circles, just.
Just being retarded. I'm spinning around, I'm doing nothing. He seems innocent.
Then they just walk off and goes.
He seems innocent. Oh, so good.
But someone made that though. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, all those levels that have been made. Like people don't. That's why I get like it's interesting when you like people. You talk to people like Roblox and like these like Rec Rooms, VR chat, stuff like that. Any of these kind of games, and like yeah, sometimes some of the modes in Fortnite. It's like people spend their time using the mechanics and building new things from these mechanics that they've been provided, and like
But I've
making
never
elements.
had any more fun than like Rec Room with something like that. Like Roblox, I got sick of after one
it can
play
happen.
session.
But like it's
But like Rec Room is, it's just good.
That's what I mean though. It's just in that general. It's amazing that someone sat down, built these levels, and like have made these things and like added these little mechanics and like make like the laser to eliminate you and like the alarms to lock things down and like things are done like doors go up like and this is like across all these games. It's just amazing that this is community-based content that people are making. Like these
What
aren't
about
coming
that
from.
fucking obstacle course? We had to climb up, go across the monkey. Oh fucking!
Yeah,
that was just
tiring.
like.
I race you to the top and we're like climb up.
We had to like jump monkey bar, swinging, and
Oh, it was an exercise. It was definitely a workout.
which is that's when you need an open space, and then you can do it all like completely. Because with the camera, if you go too low, it doesn't pick it up. You go too high, it doesn't pick it up.
We had that problem many
because
times.
we're so close. So I was like, if I had a full room of just VR, ooh.
I know. I'm really tempted to try and rearrange the lounge room again, so then I can like have it, so I can step back, like have the TV
Well, you
there.
gotta be like
and
2
stuff.
meter, like from here to there, for it to actually be in the whole camera.
Because then I could actually step further back. Because if I had it, because it's like a pocket, my lounge room's like in a pocket to the dining area, so I could like have it against that main wall, come out of the lounge room kind of thing, and in that space void there, and actually have room to do stuff.
Ooh,
And in between, I'm like, oh, that'd be cool.
but yeah, I miss it.
It's just, but you definitely need space. That's the hard part.
Obviously,
Oh, man,
I haven't used it since last year. I think.
Like I know it's like it's best in VR, but man, VR chat on PC is just insane as well. It's so much like that. It's the crazy shit you'd get up to. It's just insane.
Is there games though, like stuff like
Yeah.
Rec Room?
Yeah, there's mini games. Nothing like I feel like Rec Room still has the better ones, but like you can do like
It's
little
not
mini
as
games.
janky, I don't think either. Like it's more stable as well.
And it's cool that you can use like your keyboard and mouse. And you don't actually have to have a VR headset. Like it's cool that they're doing that now with those things. You don't need to have VR
You
stuff.
can with Rec Room, remember? Because we had who was it?
Yeah, you don't need it anymore, which is
He was
good.
on PlayStation with us, and they were just using the controller in their
I can't remember
TV.
now, but yeah, it was great. Like you could just do that now.
It wouldn't be as good though.
No, still not as immersive because you actually get to look around yourself. So you got.
Like, so I remember using the little frisbee, just got a frisbee catching. And you get the little fucking Nerf guns, and
having the sticks to do everything. It's just having
we
the
keep
sticks
going
to...
off.
Oh, we're just reminiscing. I'll finish.
This is
my
a
last
weird
one.
episode.
It-
This
yeah.
is just the remnants episode. Reminiscences.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to call this episode.
The reminiscence of cyberpunk. Cyberpunk.
I mean, the last episode was no hosts allowed. Fucking hot. The
Yeah, I
hotspots.
saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
I put on everything. I put on everything but the bots have eased down at the moment. There hasn't been much in the hotspot lately. So I think
Yeah, I had none the last few days.
so it's eased off for this week, which is good.
I guess they've been banned.
Possibly, hopefully, it's been maintained for now. Who knows if we'll see more? So who knows? Let's get it.
They're probably not Hoss. It's probably Boss or Sauce
Boss
or Cos or I don't know, fucking
Nos.
Hossbog. Boss
But
Hog.
anyway, Some Fortnite rumor news going around. So it's apparently been, I guess, delved into some of the files again on some of the patch leaks from the updates and stuff. But apparently, there's some leaked rumors of what could be coming into Fortnite. Whether it's not too sure whether it's going to be an actual mechanic, or if it's going to be like an item pickup that interacts and does the mechanic. But they're looking at having sliding in the game, which is going to be interesting if they're going to add sliding into the game. That's going to really mix up the pace of the game a bit. If you add something like that mechanic, it's going to be yeah.
Got to turn in that cotton battlefield.
Well, it reminds me of like I think Hyperscape had sliding as well, which it really
Yeah,
changes
there's a
up
2 second delay. That's weird. Like, just have it free flowing.
So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. So it's got people divided at the moment, which is understandable. Some people like it, some people don't. So maybe they're going to try and see how it works. Maybe it would really mix up the gameplay, because then if you're trying to like, it would be kind of a dodge mechanic. I'd feel if you're in combat, you're trying to shoot and you're trying to crouch walk away, you could like slide to like dodge attacks. That'd be kind of
It'll
cool.
work for Save the World, probably not the PvP, because you can dodge a lot of bullets with that.
But I imagine like I was thinking those times where you have those builds and it's like that small gap. I wonder if you'd be able to, if you were to run and slide, you could slide under the small gaps and get out of builds. So if you're panic building and you can't get yourself, you're just like, oh, I'll just slide, and you slide under a gap. You're like, hey, just slide out of the base. You're like, and imagine just seeing that though. I'm just imagining it now. Imagine sitting away and you see these dudes. Well, I'll say you're sitting across, you're looking down your scope and you're seeing these two like people fighting. Imagine there's like a build going up. There's people fighting a building and you're looking over and they see this dude just slide out of the build, just whee, just yeets himself out of it.
How long's the slide though? That's the question. Like, how long is it? How long does it last? How long? Like,
that's exactly. It's gonna be interesting.
you have to run and do it. You just slide on the go, like just at a stop start.
It'd be interesting. That's exactly. It'd be interesting to see what they're going to do with it. Whether it's
probably ages away. Probably just thinking about it.
Well, that's exactly. We've got to improve the game. Like that's. I feel like we're seeing one of these games now where games.
That's more Save the World mechanic though. It seems
it would be, but they're not really doing much for Save the World anymore. That's the problem. It's kind of like just they're not doing anything more with it.
But that last trailer they had, like, everyone's nearly dead, then it's gonna be back to Save the World. Like,
that's what it looked like they're going for. So I don't know what they're doing. So whether it's part of their Halloween events, that teaser that they did with the trailer.
Oh, you want to slide in a Halloween event though? I don't get it.
Oh no, that's weird.
Probably just something they've been working on. Probably put in, probably won't.
Well, exactly. But that's what I mean. This is a thing that it's interesting now with most games, where you see games. A lot of people are starting to go that way now, where it's like you've got games, you go, okay, this is what we want in this game. Okay, then we make the second game, and you do the improvements that you wanted from the first game. You do the second game.
Which Fortnite can't do that because they've already got the base thing done. Like, they can't really add anything big in.
And that's what I mean. It's interesting now to see games like Fortnite that's just sticking to the one game and then actually making improvements as it goes. Okay, we're changing the mechanics, we're changing the recipe. Like
Destiny did it first because that was
but they made a second game to kind of improve on everything.
Oh yeah, but they're still improving that now since it's by themselves.
They're actually at the point where they wanted it to be, because that's what they wanted first Destiny to be.
Was it Activision held them back because they wanted to do what they wanted to do?
Well, that's exactly it. Destiny 2 now is where they wanted to, because that's what they wanted to do with the first Destiny. They wanted to be able to update and expand it as they went with the first game, but they weren't able to do what they needed to, so they had to release a second game to then go from there. Which kind of broke away. Fortnite's been the one so far, because now you look at Overwatch. Overwatch, they want to try and do that, but they're not. They're making a whole new game to do that. It's just like, you're still not doing the new wave of things, like where Fortnite's sticking to one game and just...
If only Call of Duty did that.
Not bring out a whole new game every time.
Make a game per generation.
Big Kev's playing Conan and Exiles.
I mean, not game per gen. Just make a game every 2 to 3 years. People will be happy.
And that's why I kind of like it. It's interesting to see Fortnite as a
make sure skins carry over and stuff that you buy. Carry over. Come on.
And that's what I mean. That's what people don't understand with, like, I try and tell people with Fortnite. It's interesting to see a game like this that we've never really seen something this like.
I mean, we have, but it's been shorter bursts.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is actually still going.
I mean, Rocket League did it first, really.
But they haven't really jumped groundbreakingly to like really change anything. They just like small keep going along with it. Like Fortnite's actually been like, okay, this is what we had for one concept.
No, Rocket League has changed like a lot since when I first played it.
When it first came out, yeah. But like, I mean, overall, like the game where Fortnite's aiming for things like they're the point of, like I've mentioned before, where Fortnite, the way it's evolving and changing, where it started off as Save the World as one game mode. Yeah, Battle Royale was is a secondary game mode.
Yeah, that wasn't really accessible to everyone, though.
They're two separate. That's
They
they're two
can't
separate.
save the world.
So we can all save the world. So you look at Battle Royale, but like basically how they're evolving, how they've flowed with evolving. This game could start off as what it's been as a Battle Royale. In the same game, they could take that element and change it into a completely different game. Like the way they're updating and processing this one game,
Battle
they could
Royale
change
slowly, it's still dying.
Like they change the game mode completely, and they're able to flow it. And that's what I'm impressed about this game is that they don't have to go here's Fortnite 2 to change the game. They can flow it from.
They'll have to eventually.
I don't think they will.
Then again, they might just have. They probably won't even be a Fortnite 2.
It'll just be Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5, Chapter 6. Like that's the way it's going. I feel like because we're already on Chapter 2.
You have to update the engine at some point.
Hey.
You have to put it on a new engine at some point.
They have.
Unreal 5.
It's already transitioned from Unreal 4 to Unreal 5.
Yeah, that'd be a whole new download.
That's what they did.
A whole new game, technically.
So that's the interesting part, though. Technically, we are in that now, and also not. So that's what I mean. It's interesting for a game like this that actually has done that while we've played it. It's gone from Unreal Engine 4 to started going into Unreal Engine 5. And it's interesting to actually see that in a game before. Like we've never really had that update, like without it being a complete different.
It won't blow minds like something like.
No, it's nothing groundbreaking. Like it's nothing super amazing groundbreaking, but
like that fucking demo they had. That was insane.
Because it's that art style they're in and everything. Like you got to stick to that style. You can't be like, oh, we're going to change it to be hyper real now. Like it's going to be like, oh, what the fuck you done? Like it's going to turn people off. But that's why I'm very impressed. That's one of the key features I'm always very impressed by is that we've seen a game that's been in one engine start going over to another engine while you're like still part of that same game. Like it's not like here's a new disc, here's the second title. Like, it's the one title, and it just keeps transitioning because it being digital.
4. It's 4 point because they can't use the full Unreal Engine 5 without.
But that's what I mean. That they're
without
going
converting everything over.
That's what I mean. But that's how they built it, though. That they can progress it nicely.
Well, they can take elements from 5 to 4. They just can't use the whole kit and caboodle yet.
No, not yet. But that's where
because
they're going.
They have to make a whole new assets because you can't use the same assets because it's built for another engine. But
that's the thing too. Being digital as well, it's weird because I guess when it gets to that point, it'll be the same thing which they did like with Chapter 1 going to Chapter 2. Like the game shut down and then they re-released the game and you had to download the whole game again. Technically,
yeah.
So you kind of. But that's the thing with being downloads. That's the difference. That's what I mean is. Compared to like physical and digital, that's kind of the plus side thing to digital is that you can keep a game as the one title and you can change it. Like you don't with physical, you would have to go, hey, here's a whole new disc. Like you would have to go, okay, we've changed it, and you need a new disc. Like, but that's why I like.
I'm okay with that though. Really.
So it's kind of cool. That's what I'm always impressed by. That's one of the things as it being a built game developed. Like that's why
I'm happy I got Rocket League on. I didn't buy the disc, so every time they get the update, so if they do we have no idea if it's the whole game or not. We've just downloaded like. Because Rocket League, that looks way different than it did
when it first came out.
Say 5 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's very simple.
6 years ago, 7 years ago. Fuck, that game's old now.
Rocket League.
2014 or 15 it came out.
Something like that.
That's fucking crazy.
But yeah, so that'd be interesting if they bring side mechanics. So they're always bringing in new things every now and then. Like they add new creatures to the environment. They add new little things here and there. Like they're starting to make the wildlife more active as well. They're starting to add. They've added crows recently to the game, so crows fly around the map now. So you had your wolves and you had your chicken. Now you've got chickens, your warthogs, and your wolves running around still. They've now added the raptors back in. And now you've got crows flying around. So there's animals everywhere, and it's lively with creatures. There's like animals everywhere.
You're more likely to die to a creature than a fucking player.
Yeah, that can happen. And if you're smart about that when you're battling,
so
like I did.
PvE then, because they're adding all the creatures in.
Yep.
So they're going to transform that, put in zombies and.
Yep. So it's going more PvE, PvP. Yeah, almost like save the world.
It wouldn't be bad.
But it's cool that they're actually adding creatures into the environment to make it like a lively environment. But it's kind of fun when you bait people. I like leading people in and pretending them to see the wolves, and I quickly get them to rush in. They come, and I kind of get them to build in. They come attack me, and I quickly go, and I trap the wolves in and jump out, and the wolves are like fighting the guy in there. I'm like, ha ha, suck it,
dickhead.
But no, it's
that's what you get for falling into my trap, bitch. No, you don't go into someone's box. You never do that.
So many people fall for it.
probably just kids. They're like,
But,
oh, I'm gonna get a
a
free
cool,
kill. I'm dead.
a cool little thing they posted last night on the Twitter, which was funny because we were playing the game and we already found them in the game like an hour before they posted about it. But they dropped in the game 2 canisters that appear each match, which was one was a Carnage, a ball of Carnage, and the other one's a ball of Venom. So you basically wear them as a back bling, and it gives you like you can whip out and do like a grab claw attack. And so when you grab them, it stuns them as well. So you can like whip people to you, stun them, and then you can like melee them or like shoot them with a shotgun or something like that. It's pretty fun. Destroys builders with one hit. So it's pretty OP, yeah. So they dropped that last night, which
Just
was just funny.
just right to the last person, just whoosh,
Yeah, well, that's
gone.
it. Me and Mules were playing it, and I'd get the Venom, and he'd get the Carnage, and we'd just running around. We would wait for him to spawn on the map, go grab them, and just be like, ha ha, run up to people, just like, yeah, bang, and just do everything. It's like, yes, we're like OP. It was pretty stonks, so.
Like having that fucking Thanos skin.
So it was
OP.
pretty cool. So yeah, that Thanos mode was crazy. But no, that was dropped. But it was just kind of funny that it dropped in the game before they actually promoted it themselves. So I don't know why they dropped it in the game too early.
I guess the social media team was a bit late.
Because it was weird, because it dropped, and we found it for the first two or three games, and then we didn't find it for another, like, 4 or 5 games, and then we found it again. So I'm thinking whether they activated it too soon in the game, and then they're like, oh shit, we activated it too soon and had to turn it off, and then turned it back on again. So I was like, what are you doing? Like, this is hilarious.
I mean, it is epic. They fucked up that game how many times? Stuff they shouldn't have done, and then
Yeah, the actual moments they've actually fucked up, yeah.
then they've actually broke it. It's like,
That's like when they ended the first chapter, the second chapter, when it went down longer than it needed to because it took them a while to fix shit out.
yeah.
And they're like, and that's why people are freaking out. It's like, this game's done, it's finished, it's over.
Oh, nearly. Just give it a couple of years.
Like, what will happen is the Battle Royale will die, the Save of the World will still be there, and that's where you'll be able to access everything. Like, that's what will happen, if anything. But that's...
Exactly. Because they're trying to get rid of the PvP part. So they're doing it slowly.
Like, because they'll still want you to have your stuff, be able to access stuff that you bought because you spent money on it.
It just makes sense that it's in the PvE because you can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
And that's the
PvE looked the most fun. Like
it is. I've got an OP sword. I was playing with this dude from stream, and he gave me this OP sword. I'm like,
OP sword.
Just running around hack and slash everyone. I'm like, yes.
Oof. Is that the dude he said gave you 20 V-Bucks?
No, someone else coming by from the stream.
20 V-Bucks. That's gold. Get 20 like, just sitting there.
Throws off my balance every fucking time just looking at it. 20 V-Bucks. 20 V-Bucks. Fuck off.
Oh, just give him a tweet or something. Say, can you please give me something worth 20 V-Bucks?
Yeah, I know. I should do that.
Yeah, just send I
tweet Fortnite all the time, and they don't take any fucking acknowledges. Like, how am I supposed to like give these guys a heads up? Be like, how can I feel like I'm being involved and be like, hey, you need to fix something, or hey, like you realize you fucked something up.
Community,
I know they don't.
They want all your money. They don't take your feedback.
I just wish I had that input where I could just be like, hey, dudes, you've done something a bit too soon, like, or like, you know, like actually fucking think what you guys are doing. Like, who the fuck?
I would take my 20 V-Bucks.
Like, yeah, can you like do something about this 20 fucking V-Bucks? Like, fuck.
Yeah, just give it to Jack. Just give it to piss 20 people. I'll give it one.
Yeah, we said it before. Yeah, I know.
Just do it. Hey, Mules, here's 20 V-Bucks. Here you go.
Give Neb 20 V-Bucks.
Oh, I'd do it. No, 5. Give 5 to just people.
Here's some V-Bucks for you. 5 V-Bucks.
I mean, one would just piss you off. It'd be like 101, 201, 1,001.
Yeah. I know, it's just an odd number.
There was a thing did I say to you there was a PS5 update?
I don't know. I don't think so.
During the week, a couple of days ago, it happened. It was a major one, massive one. I don't remember what was in it, but I know.
Did it make the roads wet?
It made this road wet.
You don't even know what was in it.
You can now use the M.2 drive now.
But what about the M.Z drive?
M.Z. No, M.2, not M.Z. M.Z.
What about the M.Chanelon drive?
No. But you can now put in your own fucking
Hard drives.
uh, hard drives now, or SSD. You
Yeah.
can always do hard drives. You
SSDs
just
are just
couldn't play
faster.
PS5 games on a hard drive there.
Yep. Because they got to be done to SSDs.
Yeah,
So
because
weird.
you
I mean, it makes sense because they are faster. So
well, I was playing Spider-Man Remastered. I fast traveled. It was done like that.
like that's what I remember hearing. Like a lot of people said though was disappointing because of the speed times. Because when you fast travel, he'd jump on the train or whatever,
Yeah,
and now that's not in the game because there's no need for that, and people
yeah.
don't like it.
People got upset. There was no tram. I was like,
Yeah, there's no trams because the load times are quick. So I think they were looking at trying to put the trams back into the game. I think.
no. With Miles Morales, they said it was so quick they had to put the trains in there just
Yeah,
to
that's it.
slow it
That one
down.
did it. Yeah, they were that one.
It's like because it was too quick. Like it was just you press it, it was done.
That's fucked. Do anything, you just traveled instantly, just boom.
Yeah, well, you prefer to swing anyway in Spider-Man. Like you just prefer
Yeah.
to swing every fucking way. Well,
But
that's
it's
what I
funny
do.
looking like getting on the train and just like, I'm on the train, yeah, and just sitting there just chilling.
Everyone's just casual. Like, they're just looking at you, it's like yeah, and then just like everyone's just so chill that Spider-Man's on the train. It's like you're not gonna do anything. You
I
just
mean,
not
it
gonna
would be
take
a
a
bit
picture.
tiring sometimes swinging around everywhere. Sometimes you just want to sit down
Not
there. But
really. Just swing. You just hold on and swing.
I still like a lot of. Yeah, it took us to freaking do virtual climbing in VR.
Yeah, but we're not built for that
Yes,
right
you think
now.
Spider Man's got infinite stamina?
Well, Tobey Maguire's should have, because his web's natural. Spiders don't get tired, do they? You don't see a spider just go, "Oh, I'm tired." Drop.
They usually just hook on and
You,
sit
you
there and
also
break.
you, you also don't see him swinging either. So
Yeah, you don't see the spider going with his
actually,
butt, just swinging his
yes,
butt.
the little ones you do.
When
They
they
can
jump.
swing from thing to thing.
Mm.
Maybe Spider-Man's a jumping spider.
You know that photo of Spider Man? There was like the parody of Tobey Maguire's Spider Man because they shoot the webs out their butt. Have you ever seen that meme of that where he's like
No,
in his suit and his pants are pulled down and he's shooting webs out of his ass and he's
no,
like
I've
swinging. He's
seen
like
it.
hey! He's like this. He's like jumping and he's like in the costume, but his pants are pulled down a little bit and there's webs coming out of his ass. He's like
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
yeah, it's one of those comedy like a mad like kind of like a mad comic kind of thing. It's
Oh
freaking
yeah.
hilarious. Yeah, something like that. I don't know who did it, but it's like in that kind of genre. But it's freaking hilarious. It's just yeah, Spider-Man shooting webs out of his ass.
It's not out of their butt though. It's out of their abdomen.
Yeah.
So technically it'd be out of just boom. That'd be weird.
The old, it's right up around the old web shooter.
Up and away web.
That's what I loved about that nod, that little joke with friggin' Far From Home, where Holland goes, "Oh, it's a bit tied up around the old web shooter." Oh, like that's hilarious.
Well, oh man, I was looking at a M.2 for that. They're not
Yeah.
cheap.
No, they wouldn't be.
Still cheaper than Microsoft's fucking what $300 fucking little
Yeah,
cards.
you don't buy licensed stuff. That's why. But that's the problem is because they're marketed as and they're.
But you can't put nothing else on the Xbox though. It's just
No,
them.
it's stupid. It's
I
dumb.
can put a cheap $150 as long as it's up to speed, which is
dumb.
5,000 right. I mean read. As long as it has that, you're fine.
I like 300 ride.
I get it, but what the fuck? 300 ride. Oh, wait, 300 ride. Ride 300? What are you trying to go for? I have no idea what you're on about.
One ticket for
Um,
admissions, 300 rides only.
Oof. I'll take that. Depends what you're riding. Roller coaster? Jesus, Daz. Also, some more Sony news.
Yeah.
The headset now comes out in midnight black. Well, soon.
Yep.
Which is hinting to black plates, hopefully. Because we've got the black controller, the black headset.
The crimson red.
Oh, that does look good, though.
Imagine that in headset and the casing.
Ooh. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Maybe Spider-Man 2. They'll have like the plates. Ooh. Spider-Man one side, Venom the other.
Well, it's supposed to be eventually.
Ooh.
Oh, there's like one of the guys on YouTube I watch every now and then. He talks Spider-Man news, and he always advertises like, "We got PlayStations to give away. You know, follow the thing at the end of the video." And every time he has advertised the PlayStations, they're always the black PlayStations.
But why not the Spider-Man PlayStation?
Like that's what I mean. Like I know, but like it's the
There was a
PS5.
Spider-Man PS4.
You know,
Looking
but like,
dope.
it's the PS5 advertised with the black plates. I'm just like, why does he keep advertising those? They're not a thing. Like a
Yeah, they
legit
are.
thing yet.
You can buy the black plates.
I'm saying you can buy black plates, but I'm not saying like they're not official. So I'm like, if this
I'm
dude's
not buying nothing unless it's from Sony. Like,
that's,
I'm
that's what I'm
wait.
getting at though. That's what I get. That's what I'm getting at. He advertises he's giving a giveaway of PlayStations that have black plates. That means
It should be black plates.
they shouldn't. They're not official black plates. So that means this dude's giving away a console that he's had his hands on, opened up,
Oh yeah.
put black plates on, put back in the box, and is sending off. No, if I'm getting off, if I'm in a competition to win a PlayStation, that fucking motherfucker ain't having
Free.
anything.
What are you complaining about?
He ain't touching his fucking gritty hands all over the fucking
It's
PlayStation.
free. What are you complaining about?
I don't want no one else except for a PlayStation. I don't want no one else except for a Sony developer or someone builder at Sony putting their hands on.
Well, it's free. What are you complaining about?
I don't know if it's been tampered with.
It's,
It could be free, but I don't know if it's been tampered with.
well, you'd be able to tell.
Would I?
You turn on us, I was going.
Would I?
It's
They
really
went-
good bowling fucking
they
great.
weren't playing Halo, it's a PlayStation.
Halo is on PlayStation. Didn't you see it? No, there was talks about putting Halo on there.
No.
Like recent ones too. Like it was crazy. It's like they won't do it. I mean, they might eventually, but
Do you hear? Oh, so did you hear that 343 has been shut down? Everyone's saying about Halo 5 coming to PC. For the Halo 5, yeah.
343 shutting down.
No, it's shutting down. Everyone's been going like, "Oh, Halo 5's coming to PC," and 343 is going, "Nope, it's not coming to PlayStation for PC."
Not going to PlayStation. Halo 5 shit.
But like, yeah,
Don't put it on
everyone's
PC.
been putting articles out saying that that Halo 5's coming to PC, and 343 is going, "We're not doing that. We're not got any plans to do that. You can fucking wish all you want, fucking for Halo
Like
5."
20 years for the
like-
fucking Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, that's what they're like, you can wish all you want for, like, Halo 5 to come to PC. It ain't gonna happen. Like, that's basically what they're doing. They're just like, no, it
But
ain't
it's already
happening.
on PC.
That's what Austin is the Halo 5 unless it's Halo Infinite. I don't know.
Because you can't have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Infinite's on PC when 5 isn't.
I don't know. Is Infinite even coming to PC?
Yeah.
Is it actually coming to PC?
Yeah. PC and Xbox. Through Game Pass.
Yeah, yeah, Halo 5 is not coming to PC, 343 confirms after Nvidia leak.
But Infinite
Halo 5 won't be heading to PC anytime soon after, despite Nvidia leaking.
maybe they just said that. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
like, oh, we've just been outed. Our game's coming to PC and shit.
maybe they've been
We're
like,
not doing it.
we're like, what's the point? We've got Halo Infinite coming out.
It'd probably be better
But I
than
mean,
Infinite,
that's
maybe.
the same point though. if Halo Infinite's coming out, do you really want to be playing Halo 5? Do you?
The story continues on.
Kind of does. I feel like though, Halo Infinite kind of skips some of the story that happened. It kind of forgets Halo 4 and
Yeah,
Halo
but
5
cheats
existed.
in 5 at the end of it.
Yeah.
The second half's all
but,
cheap.
but how Infinite's going, I don't think there's an explanation of why the suit's changed. There's no explanation of like why he's there. Like it's just straight up after.
How do you know? It could be a start of Infinite continues up from 5.
Well, he's off in space. He's lost in space, and he gets picked up. But like Halo 5 had an explanation.
That
with
could
the
be
ending.
like halfway through Infinite or something, like a quarter way through Infinite that happened. So they'd have to continue from 5 and just have like a cut scene or something to explain why.
I thought with the loss of the going is I think they were trying to retcon 4 and 5 with Infinite,
That's just stupid then.
being like, yeah, we know they happened,
Which makes the
But
point
we can-
game's pointless.
We can forget those and.
Which means you can just go 1, 2, 3, infinite.
Mm.
Makes no sense. Then why not make that from the start? You stupid fucking
I don't know.
developers. Fucking Bungie. You should have got Halo with this. You should have just got the fucking rights to Halo. Incompetent devs have it, and that's not good. Actually, I watched a ranking of the best Halo games. Guess what number 1 is?
2.
Reach.
Oh, Reach.
Reach is ranked number 1. Yeah.
What's number 2?
Halo 3, I think. Combat Evolved's way down, like number 4 or 5.
Used to be 2 for a while. It used to be 2 for a while.
Yeah, 2 is second or third, I think. Second or third. Yeah, but Reach
Yeah,
number 1, I'm
I know a lot
like,
of
makes
people do
sense
like
because
Reach.
Reach is a well-made game.
It is pretty good.
It's got more story than most other Halos.
Well, being
Really?
able to have a character with like your main character plus other characters and it's developing their arc story as well. And yeah.
Well, yeah, there's no chief in it, and it's the best Halo game. Yes, 343, you can fucking do it. They can have chief, no chief, and it'll be a good game.
Well, that's what I mean. They did do Reach.
No, that was Bungie. Bungie did it. That was their last one. Well, I'll Google it right now. Bungie. I swear to God.
It had inputs.
I swear to God. Halo Reach was 2012, bro. Halo Reach was made, developer, Bungie. Bungie, my dude. In 2010, actually. 2010, not 2012. Fuck, that game's old.
Why is it not on my... Wait a second. Wait a second.
What? Yeah, that got a 4.8. That's crazy.
Why?
So it's on eBay for $130. What the fuck?
Oh. That's Halo Anniversary. Where the fuck is my Reach?
Probably lost it, bro. Because you didn't like it. You got rid of it.
I just realised looking at my shelf here with my Halo collection, there's no fucking Reach sitting on the shelf.
You don't have it.
What? Where the fuck is it gone?
You don't have it.
It's sitting somewhere else. I know I got... Fuck, where'd I put it?
You don't have it, bro.
I do have it.
Well, where is it?
I don't know where it's gone. I just realised I'm looking at my shelf going, there's Halo 2. There's like multiple Halo 2s. A whole bunch of games there.
Where's Halo Reach?
I know I got a stack of... Oh my god.
That's just Bungie. Just deal with it.
Where the fuck is it gone though?
Bungie, bro. You can just Google the case and have a look at it. You'll find it later.
It's not sitting in its spot.
No, but it is just Bungie. That was their last game. 2010, man. That. So when did they leave Microsoft? Must have been 2011, 2012.
Something like that.
It's crazy. Yeah, but no, because it was apparently their best one. Like, I never really played 2 or 3, so I don't have the definitive myself, but it makes sense because I'm enjoying Reach more than the others.
They've been around for a long time then.
What? Who?
343 Industries. Founded 2007.
So they went with Bungie then, really.
343 Industries is an American video game developer and studio of Xbox Game Studios based in Redmond, Washington, headed by Bonnie Ross. The studio is responsible for the Halo series of military science fiction games, originally created and produced by Bungie and developed by Subspace Engine.
Yeah, because 343's only done 4, 5, and Infinite.
When the fuck? 2007?
Yeah, because they named that after Bungie. They named it after
July
343.
2007.
Yeah.
Kirkwood,
And then Bungie
Washington,
devs went to there. later.
No, but it's still owned.
What?
Like, no, it's weird. It's weird because it's
I know.
still. That's weird. I didn't realize 2007.
Yeah, July 2027. Hang on. They've got 750 employees and are still taking Halo Infinite like 10 years. That's like 5 or 6, but it's taken a long fucking time for a buggy piece of. They got a lot of people. Halo's the only thing they make. So how the fuck does it take that long to make a game with that many employees? Nearly 1,000. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, because they shortly after Halo 3, Bungie announced that it split from Microsoft. The rights to Halo remained with the later, which was Microsoft. To oversee the Halo franchise, Microsoft created 343 Industries that same year, named after Halo character 343 Guilty Spark. Bungie continued making Halo games until Halo Reach in 2010.
Yeah. See?
But
Reach.
It was like
I mean,
looked
it's
after.
Bungie. Fuck.
So Bungie still made it, but then it was like looked after by 343, like they were subbed tiered under their own. That's weird.
Yeah, but they made their own game with Halo 4. Yeah, but I said it was Bungie's last hurrah. They gave it their best effort. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
I thought
2012.
they had developers, but it's made by Microsoft. Hence why they can't get the formula right then.
That's weird.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's not a trilogy though. It's a quad. It's 4 games they made.
No, Halo
I mean,
4,
Reach isn't
Halo 4,
technically.
Halo 5, and then Infinite is part of the.
No, I mean, but Bungie made 4. They made the quad, the good quad.
No.
No, technically there's 5 games.
4 was 343.
No, the ODST and Reach are not.
Oh, they're not
numbered.
actual. No, they're side spin-offs. So they're like
No,
the trilogy spin-off.
Bungie made 5 games before they went.
Oh yeah. No, but like being that the trilogy that the 343 are doing is they're called the Reclaimer trilogy,
4, 5,
which is
Infinite.
yeah.
They could have made a 6.
And then you've got like you say you got Halo Reach and ODST, which are the 2 spin-off side
Which
stories.
they're better than the main games. Like, come on, Bungie, what is with that? Both don't have Chief in it, and they're like the top like 2 or 3, 4 even. Because ODST is pretty fucking good. But then again, you're a bunch of dudes, so like Reach, you're a bunch of people doing missions. Spoilers if you haven't played it. If you haven't, get to it.
You're all
Because they are canon. You got to play them. Although you can play ODST in whatever way you want. But you got to play Reach first. But I've got shit stuff here to talk about. Yeah. One of the big things I said was the Twins sequel is coming.
Yes, I saw that.
Tracy Morgan's playing the third twin. I'm like,
it's meant to be ridiculous. So they meant I think he'd come up a while ago to his talks at one point. They talked about it happening.
It's now official.
But like, how long does it taken for it to happen?
80s.
Like, oh my god! Like they're all old now. They're all old. Even Tracy Morgan's old. Like they're all old.
Yeah, but it's a very diverse fucking sibling.
Well, it already was diverse when you had like Arnie, who was the big, tall, giant buff guy, and then little Danny DeVito.
Yeah, now you got fucking Tracy Morgan in there.
And then you got Tracy Morgan, who's like this in-between guy.
Oh my god.
And they're all of different culture.
Like, that's what I mean, like, how?
Because like you've got like
you got a German, you got what's Danny DeVito?
I think he's
fucking
Jewish.
like,
isn't he Jewish or something like that?
Who?
Isn't DeVito Jewish?
I thought he was like Italian.
Italian? I don't know, somewhere he's somewhere in there. Don't at me, but I know he's somewhere in that.
You got Italian, a German, and an American.
Yeah. It's crazy.
How does a family have that? Like, I mean, it can happen, but it's rare. Yeah, apparently that's a thing, but we don't know when that's even being shot or anything. Also, the Switch enabled the Bluetooth headphones, so you can use Bluetooth headphones. Which the thing was, people are pissed. 4 years they've waited for that. The tech was already in there to do it. 4 years for the update. I was like, why can't they just do it from day one? Or like the first 6 months, 12 months? But 4 years. 48 months. It's crazy. Um, but hey, you can use Bluetooth headphones, which, I mean, yay. Also, these are the juicy ones. Or you already said Christopher Nolan parted ways with Warner Brothers, which for the first time since 2002, he's not making a movie with them, for them, against them. I don't know. He's working with Universal. So fuck knows what he's making. It's got a long ass title. Um, and a couple of interesting ones. There's more movie stuff. Anthony Mackie, who plays Falcon in the Marvel, he's set to play John Doe in the Twisted Metal series made by Sony.
So that's
Oh, damn.
They've come back around on that movie, so that's good.
No, it's a show, series.
Series, yeah.
By PlayStation Productions. I'm like, damn, it's going to be good. With Anthony Mackie in there to play John Doe. Even though you don't see him, so it could have been anyone.
Oh,
Yeah, he wears a clown mask, so yeah.
No, it's not him he's playing.
Yeah, John Doe.
It's
the clown, isn't it?
That's Sweet Tooth.
No, Sweet Tooth's the vehicle.
Is it? It's not Sweet Tooth. It's the no.
Let me have a Google. Twisted. I'm pretty sure because in Rocket League I've got the Sweet Tooth vehicle on PlayStation. John Doe is the clown. I swear.
Who's just that random guy? John Doe.
Oh, John Doe. Oh, what the fuck? Who's the clown?
Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, that's John Doe. I'm serious.
You type in Sweet Tooth and you get the clown. His name's.
Yeah, I'll put in John Doe and it's Sweet Tooth. Well, John Doe's the person, Sweet Tooth's the vehicle. That's just him without a mask, is that random dude. He's the buff guy. Hey.
Sweet Tooth is the character.
Hey. But John Doe is the clown. I swear. It's got him side by side with the clown. I mean,
Don't look at those.
there's a lot of them.
Needles Kane is the character.
Needles? Well, who's John Doe? Is that in the game?
Sweet Tooth is
I never played him.
Twisted Metal series driven by the clown-themed killer Needles Kane.
Oh, he's made for the Black game, the Twisted Metal Black. His true name was never revealed. He's just John Doe.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Makes appearance in Twisted Metal Black and Twisted Metal Lost as the driver of Roadkill.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the hot.
Well, it kind of looks like him actually. Now that I look at it.
Which was that typical drag hot rod. Yeah, I used to use that car too.
I never played. I mean, I played the PS1 version.
Pontiac Lehman's Roadkill. I used to drive and just drop the bombs out the back. Ding, ding, ding.
But yeah, he's playing John Doe, which, damn,
Pretty generic character.
generic, but probably he must be generic if they got fucking Anthony Mackie playing him. He's gonna be over the top.
Oh, he's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be putting me in a different role.
I'm like Falcon, like a hero type, maybe.
Was a hero type. John Doe, well, it depends if they're gonna play him as a bad guy or a good guy. So
He's neutral, isn't he? So
Depends on how they write
either
the
way.
story. It might be an introduction to how they're going to approach this series situation, which is going to guess it's going to enter the tournament. He's going to be a character that's going to be dragged into a tournament and have to fight, because it's all fight to the death kind of style stuff.
Mm. I want to know who else is playing in there now. Like, who else they got casted? And the big one is, I saw, it was weird because I saw Nick Cage trending on the Instagram for a minute. Like, it's just one of his recent pictures. And he will never retire from acting, he said.
He'll never retire.
So he's going to be like 80 and still freaking the fuck out with the bees and...
The bees! Ah, the bees!
What he said exactly was, I screenshotted it just so I didn't want to write it all down. It is, where is it? He said, I mean, I can put it down in the dot points. He said it makes him healthier when he acts. He said it's been his guardian angel. He needs a positive place to express his life experiences. Filmmaking has given him that, so he's never going to retire. So, I mean, it makes sense. He does give it his all.
Yeah,
as you've seen with a lot of his movies. Something weird, like I showed you, like with that Willy's Wonderland, like he's just thrusting at the pinball machine. Oh, that movie is great though. That's out on DVD now, by the way.
Been out for a while.
I forgot about it. I had it in shitty like 720p. Don't download movies. It was still a good movie though. Weird, over the top, but he doesn't say one word in the whole fucking movie. He says nothing.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's not, no, but what he doesn't say, he does with his actions and shit. Like when he's pissed, he's happy. Just when he's annoyed, he just grunts and walks off. He's like, and just walks off. I'm like, the whole movie says nothing.
It's pretty good though. It's like a different take. It's a very different take
compared to everything else, where it's over the top, yelling at people, screaming at people.
You look at most people when they do stuff like that's a different take for anyone to just not talk at all. Like it's a different take for a film.
No, there's talking in there.
Oh no, but I mean he's basically
it's everyone else. Yeah, he's not the main really. I mean he is, but he isn't. I kind of feel like the other people are in a way.
But they advertise it being a Nicolas Cage movie, even though he's not the main.
I mean, he is, but he isn't. Like, he's just there for snippets. Like, he's doing something. But everyone's had all those conversations, and that's all on them. So. But yeah, he's not going to retire, so we're seeing him at like 100 years old, just kicking ass as Ghost Rider, probably. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Literally Ghost Rider. Oh fuck. Yeah, but I mean,
yeah.
If he retires one day, maybe.
Who knows? Yeah.
Well, there's gotta be a point where he can't work, like he can't do the acting.
Well, exactly. He's gonna have to get to that point at some point. But
probably not, because there's a role for everyone.
he'll keep
there's a role in wheelchairs for him. Get back here!
Hey, fuck you! Oh, the bees! Oh, the bees!
National Treasure 3 is fucking like 80 in a fucking wheelchair. I'm gonna get it! Can't catch me with the fucking jetpack. Just takes off in there.
Crazy.
Ooh.
Crazy.
If you see this, make it.
Okay.
Get Nicolas Cage in a fucking electric wheelchair with a fucking jetpack on it or rocket booster or something. Oof. He would do that wonders. Just imagine what he's doing on there. Like, something like Con Air, just ah.
Oh my god.
Hey, I could make movies one day.
Yeah. Well, we still have that.
Ideas
remember when I said we should do a topic where we're going to plot out what our movie should be?
Nicolas Cage in a fucking
There you go.
rocket boosted wheelchair.
That's his movie. It's gonna be like National Treasures. It's Nicolas Cage in a wheelchair. Who's it directed by?
The Russo brothers.
The Russo brothers.
That'd be a good fucking movie.
Two
Nicolas
parts.
Cage in there, followed by like Adam Sandler or something. Oof.
Oh, that'd be an interesting movie. Jeez. That'd be interesting.
Even in a wheelchair as well.
Nick Cage and Adam
John
Sandler
Fast and the
wheelchairs.
Furious style. Drifting wheelchair.
So you might have Vin Diesel in there while you're at it.
No.
No Vin Diesel. What, The Rock?
Yep.
The Rock and John Cena.
No, Tyrese.
Tyrese.
You gotta have the comedic part in there. Him and fucking Nick Cage going head to head. I don't know, watching Fast 9, Tyrese in that, he should have died many times.
Oh yeah, unless he talks about like the whole luck thing.
In fact, like he made people believe him. He's like, oh yeah, and there's like, get out of here. Only you can think of that. Like when he's being all serious, and they're like just playing along with him.
I know, but like he pretty much was very lucky. Like that was the thing. So many
I
times
thought he does. Like, I'm like, oh,
it landed on him perfectly. Look, this is what I mean. I'm telling you, I'm lucky.
bulletproof.
Bulletproof. He pretty much is though. Like the shit you go think about, all the stuff that he's been through. It's like, yeah, he actually.
All of them, really. Like, they all should be dead multiple times.
And then the ones that have died shouldn't have died. It made no sense.
No one really died though,
Yeah, there was that
because Han didn't die.
Well, Han's wife died.
Did she though?
Yeah, Gal Gadot's character, she died.
Did she though?
Well, I mean, the way they're going could easily bring it back.
You thought Han died, so
But like that's what I mean though. Like there's ways like you see how characters they did stuff where characters would that you see the events they go through normally in those movies where they're just ridiculous crazy, and they walk away from, and then there's these basic events where it's like, oh no, I've tripped over a rock. Oh, you're dead. It's like here's Vin Diesel launching across a fucking highway from one car to another, who could theoretically be like impaled by something. Like how's he, something stupid like that? It's like, oh, you're gonna ride a rocket and fucking launch it off, and then we're gonna like surf it and then fucking jump off and land into a car. The car's gonna catch me. I'm gonna chug it through the
that's what I said. Nicolas Cage
like-
in a wheelchair would just
like,
work.
That's what I mean. Like stupid stuff like that. Like, oh yep, you survived. Yeah, I survived the thing. Fucking exploded, fucking flipped, and then I'm
That's not
survived.
good. They got launched into space. That shouldn't be possible either.
And then someone will fucking trip on a rock, and then like, oh no, they've hurt themselves and they broke their neck and they died. It's just like the logic.
I want the Hobbs and Shaw 2 right now, though. I want that movie next. I think it is next, though.
There's another one.
Yeah, the Hobbs and Shaw 2. That first one deserved a sequel.
Well, they've
Have
already
you seen it yet?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So they've already
That ended on a good.
they've
Hey.
already introduced superhumans. Superhumans.
Well, yes and no. They're not superhumans. They're just. Well, he was
he was experimental. He had strength.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, he still wasn't superhuman. He was modified, but
Well, they've done the sun. They've gone down that route.
was he? He was Black Superman.
Yeah.
He called himself.
But like that's what I'm saying. They're going down that route though.
Well, not with Fast 9 on that. It was natural there.
It went back, but still, like that's in that universe though. That exists in that universe. I mean,
Yeah, but that's not their thing to deal with superhuman people. It's more of a Hobbs and
but
Shaw thing.
It's in that universe though. That universe now has stated that there is superhumans in that universe.
It wasn't Shaw in 9, wasn't he, at the end?
Yeah, he popped in.
He was. So I'm guessing it is Hobbs and Shaw next.
So because it was
Definitely not Fast 10. Hey?
It wasn't Han.
Oh, no, he was punching that boxing bag, remember?
Yeah.
So whoever he pissed someone off.
No. It was spoilers for those because it is still a fresh movie. I do apologize. Spoilers.
Not really. About a month or so.
But like at the end there, it was like it was Statham punching away at the bag, and then it was friggin' Han at the door, and he was like, "Fuck."
Oh yeah, because
he thought he killed him.
Killing him.
Yeah. But then they showed it was a whole setup anyway, and it wasn't. But wasn't it was a whole setup? But it was confusing because didn't they show it was a setup and it wasn't?
It was Mr. Nobody who set it all up that he got out, and that's weird.
That's why it's confusing because we see it was Statham, but then they made it look like it was Statham that killed him. But then they made the whole show when they showed who killed him, and it was Mr. Nobody that killed him. Whatever it was. It was like, but didn't they show it was Statham that killed him? Like it's confusing. I'm like, did they just?
No, he thinks he did.
Yeah.
Like it was all set up by Mr. Nobody that he did that, and then Han got out.
Yeah.
So that storyline's going in all different fucking stupid
There's
ways
so much
now.
weird
Like
stuff going all over the place.
Like Han should have just stayed dead. Like no one really wanted him back. I mean, they did, but he didn't need to come back.
Maybe we'll see. Oh, a superhuman sequel with the abilities. We'll see Han's wife come back superhuman, and he's gonna be like, "Oh,
she dead."
Yeah, but remember what's his name was dead
Dead.
too. And they brought him. Idris Elba's character was supposed to be a dead guy, and they brought him back.
He wasn't dead, was he?
Yeah, he was like a dead guy. I thought something like that, and he experimented on him.
I want to watch that later. I think I want to. That's such a good movie. Hobbs and Shaw is so good. That's probably the best Fast movie.
Such a different vibe.
It's more action. Like there's all action. There's really no car racing at all. There's nothing in there about cars.
It's just like Samoan heritage or something.
Yeah, it's fucking good. And Hobbs and Shaw just trying to kill each other at the same time. They're trying to save the world. The little versus big man.
I know.
The little angry man. He was pissed that whole fucking movie. That's just him though. Well, not him, but like that's just a Brit.
Yeah.
Just pissed at everything. Yeah. I got them friends. I can say that, right?
Yeah.
But we've just done the thing we shouldn't have done again. Nearly 3 hours, right? We did it again. So what, 2.5? Fuck.
Yeah.
Whoops.
It happens.
We got sidetracked by Cyberpunk. Come on, GDPR. Come on.
Make it worth it for us. Worthable.
Did your room get darker? You don't want to sleep on us. Oh. But yeah, I've got nothing else for this episode. Like, I got nothing. I think Daz is going to try and reach. He's going to go reach for it. What the hell? Was that deliberate?
I went too far.
Was that deliberate or not?
It was. I was sliding down next to it. I just slipped. I'm like, I've gone too far. I'm stuck.
Oh my god. Oh, he just... There goes your box.
I know. Sorry, fuck. I was trying not to do it. Oh, fuck.
Fucking hell. I mean, that's a good way to top off the episode.
Oh, fuck.
You put that on the start of the episode now.
Oh, God.
If you put that on the start, you start falling. I was like, "Bam! Welcome to the Beard Road podcast."
Did that come through?
What?
I got up and I farted.
Oh, maybe.
And my butt was up against the mic.
Maybe it did on that because I didn't hear it.
Oh god!
Wouldn't be the first
no.
time.
Oh, I just got up and I was like, Bert. Oh.
You've squeezed your intestine a bit. Oh. You didn't get the little fans.
Oh.
He just passes out. Toxic gas, sleeping gas.
Oh.
But anything else, Des?
But no, nothing else. I think it's time to get it rolling.
Get going. Have a few laughs. Have a few laughs. We need to make that like a thing at the end of the episode. Just have a few laughs.
A few laughs. I try to do something
Or
different
this.
every end of each episode, but then I forget something new to say. Or
Well, you have every other time.
I know I'm like I don't know what to
You
say.
just go,
Catchphrase.
but.
But
um, it was so quiet. Bark. I literally paused when I get to say something. But no. The episodes get better and better each week.
people are missing
They're still
out.
getting better. They're getting longer and longer again.
I think
who
I think
cares?
it used to be like we try to say like an hour and a half was our medium. Now it's like 2 hours is our medium.
2.5, 3.
Oh, fuck.
We can say we're going to go for an hour, but we don't. Always be prepared to sit there for 3.
I'm not just wish we had a quiet week just so I can be like, let's put up a 10-minute episode for a laugh.
This was a quiet week.
I know, but like, I don't know how he managed to turn nothing into something. Could have just gone through the list and just been done with it, but no, we get segued talking about other things and people love it.
About Cyberpunk and
the cyberpunk that's fallen over.
Nicolas Cage in a wheelchair and Fast 9. It got segued so many times. The things.
Oh, it happens.
That shouldn't be done. But what the hell? Yeah, I think I'll pull that one here.
Jim's just not wrapping up yet. I'm just like, come on. I'm just seeing how many things I can squeeze in. Every time you get delayed, it's saying goodbye to everyone.
Yeah.
I managed to get...
Thank you, Beardy and Beardas, for listening to episode 38 of the Beardy Bros podcast. And Dave's going to get drunk on a little bit of beam. Let's have a little bit of beam. But we've been Dale and Jim. And as always, we'll catch you guys next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I was going to do that, but I'm like, nah.
Senor Ding Dong. Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la. Ooh, my ding ding dong. Ah. Ah. Ooh, you touch my tra-la-la. Ooh, my ding ding dong. Ding ding dong. Da 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 da. You know what I was doing?
How is Spider-Man $27? That's crazy.